check, mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check, mic
We,
check.
we got we got capable
Check,
mics now.
mic check. Hell yeah.
All right. Open up my nerd clusters. These are so good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
These are so good.
I love them. They're like my go-to sweet snack.
Yeah, I someone said it on Twitter, but they're like, these single-handedly saved the company. I'm like, I bet they did. 100%, I believe it. 'Cause I always liked nerds. I always liked the nerds rope and stuff, but the nerds rope, I was like, but you're kind of done with it in a little bit, you know? Like,
Yep, that's my whole issue with Nerds Rope, and it's so inconvenient too. But chop it up in like little bits and serve it to me. Fuck
yeah,
yeah, I can eat that shit all day. Let's
yeah,
go.
like a nerds rope. Whenever I got one, I'm like, hell yeah, this is great. But
Yeah,
it
they're
was
awesome.
like, it was like you can't really like carry it around. It's like one of those things. It's like a fruit roll, right? You're kind of like just, I guess fruit rolls you kind of keep around for a little while, but it didn't really. It was like just like yeah, you eat it all at once.
Yeah,
But
no
the
way to store
clusters,
it.
yeah, I just pick at that shit all day, and then I'm like, next day I want another one. Hell yeah.
Exactly. Get the family size with the zipper on it.
Yep.
Good to go. Yep.
Yep.
One
I
of
got
those pieces
yeah,
nowhere.
the buy one get one 50% off. So you know that was me. All right, let's see. All right. Welcome to the Blue Reach Podcast, episode 314. I'm Adrian. That's Kells. I did it. I got rid of him.
He's gone.
You know, I had to take a week off to like plot my way of getting at him, getting under his skin. And then I verbally rated him so much that I deleted the last podcast. It's private. So if you were not there, you do not know what happened. And let's just say there's a reason he's not here.
Yeah, he's I don't know. You had to kind of call him out on being a liar a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know, Me Too doesn't extend to just women. Me Too meant that I had to deal with him for so long. And I'm a minority, and I'm sick of the white people just taking over that shit. You know, sick of it.
How dare he?
He's a tired boy. He had a busy day, so we're holding down the fort for him. So, David, I know he'll listen in for 4 seconds. I hope you're enjoying your day. How was your week?
And episode 314, and now is whenever we bring in Gore, the triumphant
Yeah,
return.
hey, if you're listening, hop in.
Yeah, hit it. But
uh,
my day and week, everything's been good. Been really good.
that makes one of us.
Nothing super exciting, but same old, same old. Played a few games, watched a few shows.
Nice.
How about yours?
It was a week, dude. So, at work, something cool happened, but I've never been more drained. I think it's because when I'm like working or doing things, my mind is kind of like I expect a billion different uh outcomes, and that's why like I'm really flexible. Like in the mode, I'm like, all right, cool. I can work off pressure. I work really well off pressure. Work off chaos. Like that's my thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm flexible. I can do all that stuff. That works. So at work, we're doing this one thing where like we have like a few handfuls sprinkled throughout the year. There's days where like teachers will host one-off classes. Like, hey, if a teacher wants to do an origami class, they could do like an hour-long class for that for like just one time, you know. And I was like, why don't I use that time to like ask for student extras, right? Like, all right, so if my students need to film like a student project, you could tell a student project because like, oh, they keep repeating the same people or there's not that many people. It's like, well, why don't we just like ask for students to be extras? You know, like they'll buy in. Like, hey, what's this movie that we're doing in? So I was slow to submit that, so I submitted my be an extra class the day before, and then I did everything super last second. And so when we were opening it up, I tell the guys, I'm like, all right, just show up. We'll just take an extra filming day. If we get like three, or if we get like one or two people, cool. I maybe three or four is what we're gonna max out at. I think we're not gonna get that many people. All right, cool. 40 kids showed up, and I'm like, holy shit! I have to like choreograph all this, and I've never done that like really. So, uh, because that was not even in my like range, you know, like I just didn't think this was gonna pop off. I did not think 40. Like I thought three or four. Then I was like maybe 10 tops, like whatever. So like that caught me so off guard that I was like winded. Like even my coworker, she's like, I've never seen you like this exhausted. I was like, I don't know. That should knock me out. Um, but that was cool. But uh have a little bit downer news, which which I mean, just when you hear about it afterwards, like, right. So my partner had to put their family dog down, like
Oh,
over the weekend. Like he was doing really good last week, but just the last like weekend, dude, he just nosedived. Like his back leg just stopped working. I guess he just had a lot of cancer throughout his life, and just like blood vessels started bursting, and he was just like gone. Like poor dude, just like went from like doing okay. He was old. He was born deaf, I believe. Um,
mm,
and the girlfriend was talking about like I only seen the dog occasionally. Super sweet dog, super sweet dog. But he didn't even know who I was really, but always like he'd always come sit by me. But he was always a happy dog. That's what she always described it as. Like he was always like put in these bad positions, but he was always happy, even though he was like fighting cancer constantly and this and that. Um, but yeah, just nosedived. So like they were like, all right, we're gonna have to take him, and then like when a dog's old, you take him to the vet. You're just like, I just hope this isn't it. Like you kind of have the back feeling like, and that's how it is with my mom, the family pug. He's old. He was probably actually gonna get put down like a month or two ago, but he took medicine. He's feeling a little better, but he doesn't have that much longer anyway. But you had that dreading feeling like, okay, this is not gonna last. And so they were like kind of dreading it. They took him Monday, and then she texted me, she's like, hey, they say it's his time. I'm like, all right, well, and I'm like, well, just let's just spoil the fuck out of him, right? And they're like, no, we're gonna just do it now. I'm like, damn, because yeah, they were like, normally it'd be like, yeah, let's just take him home, but it's like you didn't know when next availability was, how much money was gonna be. I think next availability was Thursday, and they were like, he's hurting bad, like
yeah.
he's like not able to move. He was like not even like use the bathroom like outside. He was stuck in it. And I was like, yeah, all right. And so like she had a really rough day yesterday, and I come in, I bought her like a little plush dog of like her that looked like her dog, and she was like, and this is where it's her coping mechanisms are amusing. She's like, do you want to watch a bunch of sad dog movies? And I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna say no. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I'm like, people are like, if that happens, like I'm not gonna watch these sad dog movies, right? I'm gonna get away from that. She's like, no, I'm gonna indulge in it right now. I'm like, and this comes off the back of us watching Good Boy, I think on Friday or Saturday, which was awesome, by the way. Did you watch it yet?
No, I just don't really have any interest.
That's fair. It was great. I mean, it wasn't like fantastic, but it was really cool what they did, and they did this actually really really cool thing that I wish more movies would do. For mid credits, they did like a 3 minute behind the scenes.
Yeah, I've heard about that in a few reviews.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
and it raises the reviews because everyone's like, okay, yeah, that puts in perspective everything because the director's like, this is not an actor dog. This is my dog, and we just
Yeah.
filmed it in my house over 3 years. I'm like, that sounds right. And he says like he talks about like we had the shot in the movie, spent all day on it, got 8 seconds out of it. I'm like, yep. And then they're like, yeah, and people are wondering, like, are we putting the dog in distress or anything? They're like, no. And they showed the behind the scenes, and it's just like they're just playing with the dog, like squeaky toy, squeaky toy, squeaky toy. And the dog's like looking like this. So I appreciate that. I think more movies need to do that because it'll make you appreciate like, okay, this is what we sat through, and this is especially during credits, right? I think credits especially like it's like it reminds me of like Deadpool Wolverine kind of right, where it's like
Right.
it was cool seeing the behind the scenes of like all the years built into that. But yeah. So by the way, I watched a few movies. I'll get back to that in a second. But yeah, yesterday we had a double feature of A Dog's Purpose and A Dog's Journey. Um, I got in halfway through A Dog's Purpose, and she's like, "Do you want me to restart?" I was like, "No, I'll hop in halfway." I never really do that, but I was like, I don't really want to. Also, I feel like making you watch the movie twice is like, it's like
Right. It's
uh,
your time. I'm just here
I'm
to
just
be a part of it with you.
yeah, I'm just vibing in it. But you didn't know about Dog's Purpose. I vaguely remember it back then, but I don't remember how that played out. Have you seen either of those?
I haven't seen them, but I know of them.
Yeah. Um, Dog's Purpose was sweet. Like definitely got me a little choked up a little bit, but nothing crazy. And then A Dog's Journey did get me a little more on there, but it wasn't until like the last scene, spoilers, where the dog goes through the whole thing, and then sure enough, like he keeps getting reincarnated just throughout both movies. But then
Yeah.
after he does his last thing and his original owner dies, he like, all right, cool, I'm done with the reincarnation essentially, and he crosses Rainbow Bridge to go hang out with his original owner. I'm like, all right, you motherfuckers, like, yeah, all right, that was a moment. Um, but then and I was like, I don't think you could do 3 movies because I was like, okay, I'm gonna use an excuse to watch Hachi now because I was like, Hachi's been on my list and I know that that's also a very emotional movie, so I'm probably gonna knock it out this week sometime. But I did put her through. I didn't even think about it. There's this video that I've watched. I've had on my favorites forever, which was Last Minutes with Odin. It's like a 6 minute documentary. I didn't, and the thing is, I never considered it a documentary. I don't know why it never clicked to me as it is, but as I rewatched it for the first time in like 10 years, I was like, oh, that is a documentary. And it tracks this one guy, just talking about his life, how it's been like hard. He was like a druggie and stuff, but he always had this three-legged dog named Odin. Um, he was like, this dog just never judged me, man. Like this dog was always by my side. He's always this, and he's talking about like, yeah, like I just noticed the writing was on the wall. Like he's getting old, he's getting sick, it's hurting, and just the whole thing. And it's like raining too, and he's just like, it's just him letting go of it, right? And talking to his family, and I can't get through that fucking video without crying at some point. I'm like, I'll even try. There were times back then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna watch it. I'm good right now. And there's this one part that always gets me, and I was like, I was waiting for that part too. Um, he has to carry him down the stairs, and then he's like giving him his goodbyes to the rest of the family, right? And one of the guys goes, "All right, motherfucker, you're gonna see Jesus. Tell him to get you a new leg, man." And I'm like, "Ah, you fucked." Like that would have got me 100% if I was in that moment too. But yeah, that's a really good video. So if you want to be
Yeah,
emotional,
no, I'm a dog guy, so I
yeah,
can't watch any
yeah,
of those.
no,
They get me good.
yeah. I still am deep down inside. I'm a dog person. Like there's always been that thing. Love cats. You know, I used to hate cats. Love cats, obviously now. But definitely, I'm still a bit of a dog person deep down inside. And yeah, that one's a tough watch. But it's she originally she was bawling after that one. Like she was crying over the movie, but like that's the one that gets you. Um, and
Yeah,
I
because
was
it's real.
yeah, and she was like, it wasn't really a happy ending. I'm like, well, it kind of was though. Like he lets go. He's like, hey, thank you for like having always been there for me. Like I got this from here. Like it sucks. I don't want to let you go, but I got this. And he does the whole thing. He's like, all right, I gotta go, guys. He like walks away from the camera. I gotta take a second. And he's like riding his bike through the rain, just trying to just write it off, you know. And then the last shot is like him with his partner. And he looks like he's just come off a cry, but he's kind of nodding and he just kind of gives like this like thumbs up to the camera guy, like. And I'm like, all right, no, I'm like that's a really, it's a bittersweet ending, right? Like it's really wholesome like that. He's like, I got this, but like yeah, it's hard because it is a real one too. Um, but like yeah, I'm like contemplating whether I traumatize my students with that because I'm like, it's a really hard watch. Like, and I think it's incredible that like 6 minutes just sinks its teeth into you and like gets you, like it rips it out of you. And I'm like, I didn't think of it as a documentary, so I'm like, I might just show it to the kids and give a fair warning, right? I'm like, if you are attached to your dog and can't do these kind of videos, don't. But I think it's a really good example of how to just sink someone in with such a personal story and like get the audience on that level too. Because I mean, like, yeah, it's also easy mode, right? Because we all care about animals like that, you know. But to at least tell the story effectively too, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I figure as a dog person, those kind of that kind of media is also just almost like sacrilege, where you're like, it's tough.
Well, it's just that's one of the reasons why I just don't really want to fuck with Good Boy at all. It's just because I don't know, it's kind of easy pickings. I don't think there's anything specifically special there about it.
I think it's worth the watch because I think it's interesting what they did. I think it's super interesting how they went about it. It's um I don't want to say it's predictable, but it's like I figured what would have happened in a way. I could still subverted some of my expectations, but
Well, I mean, we've all seen Courage. We know how this is going to go, right?
right,
Something that's just the owners makes them turn a certain way, and dogs seeing it from their point of view, they don't understand it as a human would. They have to process it in their own special way.
yeah,
Blah blah blah.
yeah, exactly.
Ties that bind get fucking strained. Blah blah blah.
Right.
But it's just
but you're not gonna watch then, right?
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna do spoiler talk then, because
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's worth talking about, truthfully. All right. Got the spoiler glasses on. All right, if you're watching this, there are. Actually, I need to get like a spoiler like text on here. I mean, people see me with sunglasses like, who's this douchebag?
Yeah.
Um, okay, so Good Boy. When glasses are off, spoilers are off. It's exactly that, right? Where it's like they see their owner going through something, and there could be there are supernatural elements in it, but like you can just interpret it as that's what the dog is kind of seeing, because it is the owner and the dog watch a lot of these old horror films. Um, but and I called it from a million miles away. I'm like, there's 0% chance they kill this dog. There's no world they kill this dog. That's you're just torturing an animal and then to kill it off. I mean, there's no chance, and you would lose all the people that come to watch it, right? Like this movie's doing really well for what it is, but you would destroy all goodwill you had with the audience. Like there's no way, unless you want to be like Neil Druckmann and shock the audience for some reason. Uh, but yeah, no, he doesn't. But it's all about the owner passing, like and the owner has cancer, and it's like it becomes this like entity, and the dog's just pushing for loyalty. Like he's like, I'm gonna be beside you the entire time, and the owner is just like pushing him away over and over. Like and there are times like there's like at least one time where it's like everyone's like you get an audible gasp just because like the owner, and it's kind of cool. Like they keep the owner's like face. It's the director, by the way, obviously, but like they keep his like almost face almost all like shrouded in black for 95% of the film. It's really just it kind of reminds me of Cow and Chicken, where it's like really you only see you hear the voices, you only see the legs, stuff like that a lot of times. Um, but there's like one part where like he like gets frustrated and like almost like chokes the dog, kind of like he pushes the dog back, like saying, "Get the fuck away from me." Which people had like visceral reactions for, which is fair, but also like they're like, I can't believe that anyone would ever do that. It's like when you have like that terminal cancer, that fucks with people. Like there are a lot of stories where like when people go through that, they turn into like a different person for a little bit because right, it's like you're taking time bomb full of all these chemicals or like going through all this stuff that you turn into a different person. So you can see him become more irritable as the movie goes on. Uh, but yeah, I think the ending was sweet where it was like the dog had to come to terms with losing the owner. Right? It's always that flip. It's always like the you losing the dog, but it's like how does it feel if the dog loses you? Um, and there's like a part where like they're down in the basement. It's kind of where the film ends. It's like they're down in the basement, and there's always like this other dog that kind of has a presence in the film. And you find the skeleton of that dog later on, and you find out that that dog couldn't leave its owner's side. So while the owner was like dying of cancer, and the owner of of Good Boy itself was like, "Thank you for everything. You've been a great dog. Go on and do more with your life." And and when the dog sees his the guy's sister, he's like, you can tell he's like wondering, like, do I stay with him or do I go off with her? Kind of pauses and then moves on and moves there. But the skeleton stayed, so it kind of insinuates that like that dog had to stay by its owner no matter what. But this dog's like, all right, well, my owner said I should go then. Um, I think it was a really good message. I think well done. I think I like how it was unique for how it was done, right? Like just a man and his camera and his dog, right? Over 3 years. It's cool to see that.
Yeah, that's commendable for sure.
Right. Um, but yeah, it wasn't like the most mind blowing thing, but I appreciated what it was. And then yeah, the behind the scenes just made me appreciate a little bit more of like the craft of it. I'm like, yeah, you did spend 3 years of your life getting this film down, and that takes a lot of work. So shout out to them. It's a good watch if you're interested in it. Nothing groundbreaking, but just it was cute. Also, and I love the picture seeing of Indy on the red carpet, and you see him bring all the dog friends, like a dog party almost. All the dogs are walking the red carpet with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that was Good Boy. I agree with you. I think it's one of those almost
I don't
like
know, just for me, it's low hanging fruit.
yeah,
And it's
cheat
just
sheet.
not necessarily something I want to hear
Yeah.
or hear or see.
Yeah, it's a cheat sheet, right? It's like how do I easily string people along? Dog.
Right.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's not like just that movie. Any movie that does that, I'm just not. It's like, yeah, I'm not here for it.
That's fair. Um, I
Well, like all those movies you mentioned, right?
yeah,
Dog's Journey, blah blah blah, Marley and Me. It's like you know what's going to happen. They're using the dog as like some form of way to manipulate you emotionally, and
yeah.
just not here for it.
No, and I respect that too. I mean, in my eyes, I'm like, yeah, it's very very low hanging fruit. It's almost hard to miss, right? It's like you write one of those stories, as long as you do it decently enough, you'll get it. Just like that documentary I mentioned, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, any dog getting put down is gonna grab tears from you, but like the stories do happen though, you know what I mean? So it's like
for
the
sure.
stories still have to be told eventually. But yeah, it's a very very easy way of grabbing at you. But I mean, it's like pop music, right? You can make some easy pop music and I'm still gonna jump along to it, but I respect that some of us like some of us like progressive music. Some of us want some actual like do something weird and get me into it instead of like, yeah, you're gonna get me with a dog easy. Like,
Tell me a new story.
exactly. S- Kind of a news story though, not really, but like I watched this in theaters. I watched Perfect Blue for the first time.
Oh, okay. How'd you like that?
I fucking loved it, dude. That shit was fucking
It's really
great.
good.
Holy shit, dude. Uh, Man, I do this thing I've mentioned on this podcast. It's like ADHD in me where like I love to try to get ahead of something. You know,
Right.
like if I'm following along the story, I'm like, all right, I feel like you trying to twist my arm a little bit. Let me see if I can figure this shit out before it's unveiled, right? Um, Motherfucker has me, dude. Like he is so good at storytelling, Satoshi Kon. He
Have you watched any of his other stuff yet?
I've watched Paranoia Agent way back when, like about 4 years
Mm.
ago. I need to rewatch that. I've not seen anything else, and I've been like everything else is like I actually own like Millennium Falcon and all that stuff. Uh,
Millennium Actress.
is that what? Yeah, I am Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Uh, but I own a lot of this stuff. But it's kind of one of those like
uh, Paprika is really
I've
good
heard that
too.
too. Um, but damn, dude, like Perfect Blue had me guessing the entire time, and it had me just dude for 80 minutes. I'm like, God damn, dude, it did not feel quick. It felt like it felt like a drag, but in a good drag. Like, damn, like
Yeah.
we're going through a lot of shit right now, but like,
Yeah, it's a full ass movie.
yeah. Um, but just the twists and turns everywhere, and you still don't quite get. It's like I I see him being one of my like hyper fixations down the road, you know, where I'm still like on my David Lynch kick. But like I think once I like start to like not get over Lynch, but like, all right, Lynch is now embodied in me. I understand him. Trying to find someone else new to take inspiration from. I foresee him being the next one on my list there because uh I think it was David for sure. I forget if Gore was part of it, but yeah, they made me watch Paranoia Agent back in like 2020. Um
Mhm.
Fantastic, dude. It was so good. That intro creeps me the fuck out still too. Um
I don't think I've watched Paranoia Agent.
yeah, it's really good. Uh yeah, for Paprika, Millennium Actress. And what else are we missing? Is there like one more I think we're missing?
Those are the big ones. I'm trying to think because I know there's a few more that I should be thinking of
Let me go look
that
them up
I've
real
watched
quick.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a few older ones than those too.
What is Good Morning?
Oh wait, no, those are his specifically directed ones. Good Morning's a
Tokyo
television.
Godfathers.
Ah, yeah, there we go. I think that was one that David mentioned that was really good as well.
Okay. And then I guess he has a 1 minute short somewhere that I need to watch. Giving Satoshi Kon 1 minute to try to get you is sounds like a fun challenge. So I'm like, I believe you can do it, dude. 100%. Um, but yeah. Uh, really, really loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Watching on a big screen too, really kind of just like sunk. It just sunk its. Use this again, but
so after watching Perfect Blue, have you watched Black Swan?
I've not.
So it's really fucking funny because Black Swan is like almost a perfect ripoff of
Okay.
Perfect Blue. Because I guess supposedly Darren Aronofsky, like Satoshi Kon's like a huge influence on him. It's
Okay.
just it's essentially the live action version of the movie.
Okay.
It's still really good. Won Academy Awards. Natalie Portman fucking killed it in it, so highly recommend. But it's the same exact movie.
Interesting.
But it's also pretty funny because that's happened also with Paprika. Because have you heard anything about Paprika or know anything about
Nothing
it?
about Paprika.
So it's almost exactly Inception, but before Inception. I think
Interesting.
Paprika was like 2005, 2006.
Okay. He's a really good
Yeah,
storyteller.
2006. Yeah, so he's definitely one of those people like how you said Lynch is like a lot of people take a lot
Just
of
it just
inspiration from
echoes,
him.
yeah. Like he's
Yeah,
almost creates a skeleton work for people to keep going forward with.
right.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know he did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, I guess he did a little bit of that.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I need to rewatch Paranoia Agent. I guess I'm reading on the Wikipedia right now that during his Perfect Blue Millennium Actress and Tokyo Godfathers, he was left with just a bunch of unused ideas and stories that he just thought were good, but just didn't fit into projects. So he's like, all right, cool, let's make a TV. I'm like, all right, but yeah,
I I love this like whole genre of like anime films, you know? It's just kind of like a like an actual film just in animation form. And I don't know if that's like more to say about that medium or like film in general.
uh-huh.
Just because, like I said, like Paprika and Perfect Blue were both adapted to a live action, so I wonder if I don't know why that. Maybe it's just me not watching a whole lot of anime film, but usually like what I'm watching or seeing come out is like shonen or like uh I don't know what to call it like comic book anime films, I guess. I don't know.
A graphic
Or
novel.
anime films based upon manga.
Hmm.
Like what's
Okay.
that called? Because because Perfect Blue is anime,
An adaptation.
but like Demon Slayer is anime, but they're not the same kind of
Oh, I see what
anime.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Because like that would be like a shonen and stuff like that, but like I don't know, like
truthfully, just
feature
some.
film anime
Yeah,
feature.
truthfully, sometimes just a lot of people just say anime, and I just kind of just bump it up to animation, right? Like sometimes, like okay, but I don't know. Yeah, I get what you're trying to
Animated
say.
film. Okay, so I guess Wikipedia has them categorized as well. What does that say?
Also, I forgot Perfect Blue
Japanese
was based off of a
animated.
book.
That's pretty funny. Uh, Japanese animated psychological thriller film. Okay, so animated and then whatever psychological thriller. That makes sense as a categorization. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to get more films like this.
Right. I think we still
And
need
I
to.
know like yeah, I think there's definitely room for it.
Oh, lovely. Tron Ares has AI nonsense at the red carpet.
I've been seeing it's been getting kind of panned as well. But everything is said that the soundtrack is fucking amazing.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna fuck up on that end, but come on, dude.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
Anything else you watched?
Watched. I mean, I would like I said, I was just stunned during Perfect Blue. Like that was fantastic.
Yeah.
God, dude, love people breaking that shit down too.
Breaking
Love.
down the movie.
Yeah, I just love sometimes like just like all right, I'm sizzling it on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a video on because I've already just watched it, right? And you just there's like here's 3 hours of someone like let's talk about this like frame by frame. I'm like, absolutely, let's do that. Hell yeah, brother. Um, yeah, no, it was man, that revelation at the end and all that too, like damn. Um, I really want to rewatch it, but I mean, it's also one of those I need to sizzle on for like a little bit. How's did you watch dub or sub?
I watched the sub.
Okay, same. I've throws me off every time I see like that, and it's just like dubbed all of a sudden. I'm like, I'm sure it probably would be fine too.
Yeah, usually like a feature film like that, I'll watch subbed, but like say okay, so I think it's this month the Chainsaw Man film's coming out. I'm gonna
Right.
watch that sub or dubbed just because I've watched the series dubbed as
Right.
well. But
That's
like
fair.
something that's like a one-off or like that, I usually like to take it in as the language that it's intended for. Like right
Right.
now, I'm playing Silent Hill F. I'm just playing it in Japanese.
It'd be weird if it wasn't, personally.
Right, exactly. I did the same thing with like what was it? Like all the Russian games. I'll just play those in Russian.
Right. It adds the flavor to it. I feel like it takes you out of it if you dub it.
100%.
I rewatched, or I didn't rewatch. I watched one battle after another. I'll wait till it comes back in a second. Anyway,
My dogs heard us talking about dogs, and they're
hell
outside my
yeah.
door whining.
Like, did I hear someone say "good boy"? I watched one battle after another.
Oh, okay. How was that?
It
Was it
was
the
great.
best thing? Was it the best movie you've ever seen this
No,
year?
it was too long.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. From watching the trailer, I'm like, okay, I feel like this trailer is giving away everything, and I feel like the movie's gonna be like an hour too long.
Yeah, I didn't want. I've been on this really good kick of just not watching any trailers, to be honest.
Well, the issue is whenever you go to the movies, like
I'm
three
on
or
my
four times a
phone.
month, you're gonna see the trailer like 50
I'm
times.
on my fucking phone, dude. I'm iPad kidding it up, dude. Yeah, I'm on
It
phone.
was it, it was that trailer and that the Austin Butler one, Caught Stealing. I've seen that trailer so many fucking times.
I actually the one trailer I have constantly seen is The Running Man,
Yeah.
but that's also a fun trailer. I don't really mind that one too much, and I've already read the book multiple times. I'm like, I already know everything's happening. Doesn't really matter to me. But um, yeah, I didn't know anything going into this. My friend gave it rave reviews. I'm like, all right, cool, let's watch it. Thought it was really good, but it was too long. Um, it should have ended maybe probably like an hour earlier. I'd say that's probably about right. If you want to like be particular and keep a lot of stuff in there, 45 minutes earlier too. Um, I didn't look at the runtime, and I was gonna make some plans, but I texted him halfway through the movie, like, hey, I don't think this is ending soon. Um, but solid still. Like I had a really really good time. Like it's still an incredible movie, but yeah, it's gotta be trimmed up. Also based on a book. A lot of these, you always forget just how many movies are based off books.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't know. That one was one that like it's been getting like such high praise that it
What's
almost
it got on
feels
Rotten
like it's
Tomatoes?
like I'm not too sure. I've just been seeing like on social media and shit, people just fucking sucking it off. It's the best movie this year, blah 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 blah. It's like
No.
this doesn't look like anything special. I don't know. Maybe it's just that combined with like the trailer irritated me, having me in a sour mood over it.
I love the
Just felt it
name.
fine.
The name itself, like the
Right,
title is actually kind of sick. 95%. Jesus Christ.
right.
Um, let's look at some of these reviews really quick. Let's see. Don't let the long runtime scare you.
Adrian says otherwise.
Yeah. It is one of those films that definitely is a product of right now. Like it makes sense coming out right now.
Yeah, in the trailer, there's a joke that Leo makes, because like his daughter's like, my friends are here, and he's like, is it a they, a them? What's the situation there? And that one just always makes me eye roll. And I'm like, yep, this one is not gonna age great.
uh, I when that joke happened, I was like, I can't tell if this is a joke in lieu of or in support of. You know what I mean? Like it was like, it sounds like a parent almost trying to be somewhat understanding, but also like the way they were saying it, I'm like,
I think it's like one of those weird dialogues where someone just wants to throw it in, and it's
right,
like, this didn't need to happen. You couldn't have thought of something funnier.
yeah.
Like,
Uh,
okay, this is what we're going for. Sick. Cool, 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 cool.
one fetish after another. Paul Thomas Anderson's empty
Cool.
foray into revolutionary ideology and iconography hypersexualizes black women, leaves much to be desired, simply refuses to end.
That
Brooke,
all sounds pretty on the nose.
Brooke Obi from Black Girl Watching. You may be on something there. You may be on something there. Um,
that the title for the review though. One fetish after another.
Yeah, I mean, um, yeah, like there are some parts that made me feel a little funky about it. Um, it was funny because like yeah, I don't know if they showed us in the trailer, but when what's her name when they like capture one of the guys right, and they got him like he's like for sure having to be captured. Girl's like, all right, get it up, and he's like getting up. She's like, no, get it up, and so he has to walk out with his dick hard, and it's like, interesting. There were some
How
really
did they feel about this one? How'd they feel about filming this?
yeah. But you know, there are a lot of really cool moments like
Right.
when they are bouncing back. Are you gonna watch this?
I'm probably end up watching it because I really like Benicio del Toro, and
Yeah.
he looks like the best part of the film. Just even from the trailer, it looked
Literally
like
what
he's
I was
like
gonna say.
literally the best part.
Yeah, literally was gonna say that. I'm not going to say anything else. To say that I had a blast every time they were on there. And I was like, all right, this I fuck with. Like this part,
He's
you cut a lot of the shit out. This part I fuck with.
he's literally the guy that you put in a movie and fully expect him to steal a scene.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I don't get me wrong. Like I'm hesitating just because I think 95 is pretty high like universally, but I mean like it
Yeah,
still
it's
was really
crazy
good.
to me.
I don't get me wrong. I still had a really good time, even though it's a long run time. Like I still had a really good time with it. Uh, like I'd even go for like 90 honestly if you want to put that there, but like
Yeah.
95 it's high.
And it was even higher for like the longest time. I think it's just now starting to come down like a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember seeing like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like,
Nice.
really?
Oh Jesus Christ. Uh,
They should fire the guy that fucking cut that trailer. That did not look like a 90+% movie.
get rid of them. Sometimes, dude. Sometimes we need to do if we did a movie podcast, I would do an episode just on like trailers that did not match the vibe, and it's like the Suicide Squad comes up to mind right away.
Right.
Like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, dude.
there's so many that are bad, and meanwhile there's like a handful that are just really fucking good.
Total side tangent. My favorite artist just posted up on Twitter. He said, "Guys, did I fuck up by not having 29 versions of my album for sale?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you might have, honestly.
See, like a lot of that, like I get with Tay Tay, because I mean, like there's such a thing as like having different like vinyl variations and shit.
Oh yeah,
But
like
she,
there's
like,
varying there's varying colors. Sure, that's fine.
right, but she has like 20 of those, and then on top of it, like the 4 different releases or some shit. This one has the acoustic track. This one has blah 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 blah.
Which
blah.
is now you're getting into the territory of like, all right, bro, you have a lot of money already. Like you have fuck you money all over the place. Do you really need to do this?
Right, like your money clearly does not come mainly from like the album sales. It's like more on like the touring and merch, right?
Right. But
So like,
you
why
need
are you nickeling and diming us here?
she just wants to be on the chart forever.
Right.
And it's like I don't give a fuck, honestly, like whatever. Like doesn't she's not getting my money. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck, right?
Exactly.
But like it makes me question, and this is gonna make me sound terrible. Don't cancel me, right? But it's like we were all on her side when we're like, hey, record your own music, get away from that fucker, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, have we gone too far on the other line now, right? Like you've made your money. I agree with that. Yeah, please go make your own money. But like 29 versions, that it's not done either, right? Like that's ridiculous.
No, she'll probably have like a deluxe edition, like
Yeah.
around the holidays or some.
Yeah,
some
no,
shit like that.
100 billion%. And it's like, I don't know, like maybe it's because I'm not rich.
Right.
But I'm like, if I'm making that bag and like I'm on my Eras tour or whatever, I'm giving my fans all the fucking things they want forever, dude. Like my next
Right,
album's
yeah.
free. Fuck it, you know, like
I mean, honestly, that's what I was kind of getting at, because like I feel like the album sales is like almost a drop in the water compared to like what she's getting from ticket sales and just venue fees and everything on just touring the world, how she's been doing.
mhm.
I feel like dropping that music for the fans and just kind of continuing doing the whole touring thing is kind of like all you really need to do, right?
Right.
But I don't know. Who am I to tell someone how to make money?
Well, we're not billionaires. That's why, right? Like, there's a reason they're a billionaire.
Right. Yeah, they got there somehow.
Yeah, they got there somehow. It's because Lord knows, you give us $1 million, we're like, fuck it, let's go Santa Claus it up right now.
Yeah, she got there off the backs of suckers not like me.
Mm-hmm. Again, you want to do some variant vinyls? That's fine.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
But 29 is a lot.
Yeah, that's a shit ton.
And 29 with tracks on individual ones and stuff like that. All right, bro. Like,
and I think like before the album came out, she said that there wouldn't be.
Yeah, I read some article where she got off on that with a technicality, pretty much. Like, she technically didn't lie about something.
Yeah, because she said new songs, and technically they're just acoustic remixes of the songs on the album.
All right, Taylor. I know you're watching right now.
I can't be right. Yeah. She's gonna send lawyers after us.
Dude, did you see Moist Critical's video today?
On Taylor?
Like, what happened with his copyright strike?
No, I haven't seen that.
He got struck. He read the lyrics to her song.
No. Oh, yeah, the Wood song.
Yes, read the lyrics, and that triggered a copyright.
There's no fucking way. That
didn't sing
like
it.
Didn't sing it. It has to be like a manual trigger or something, right? Like someone had to have watched that and like reported it.
Yeah, he had no. Well, he challenged it and it got taken back.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't see how that would. I don't know. That's so weird that it would just pick up the words.
Yeah, like it wasn't him like humming along to a harmony, because he's even mentioned like, yeah, sometimes like occasionally sometimes someone does a cover. Okay. But like he literally just set the words to the song. He had the lyrics up and just set the words.
That's insane. That got struck down.
Taylor, chill.
Chill.
I promise you're gonna be a billionaire tomorrow, girl. You can let off Charlie. What's her name? XCX. You can chill on her. Don't need to call her a cokehead.
She calls herself a cokehead. I think it's so funny that she's saying it like it's an insult.
Like, yes, girl. get on my level.
Essentially.
You I mean, look, you're still a billionaire. You talked about your husband's cock on an album that I'm sure
got away with it.
that on an album that teenage girls are going to be singing along to, which is really fucking weird.
Very weird.
You know?
And now you're going to be that person that like at your concert everyone's going to be chanting for you to sing about the penis song.
Have
fun with that.
Taylor. Have we strayed far from God? Have we strayed too far from God?
Where's the penis song tour?
I can't imagine if my favorite artist came out with a song and it was unironically like about like their partner's just junk. You know? Like, and I say that hesitantly because like Tools made a song about Maynard's dick, literally called that. But it was like ironic. This wasn't.
Right.
And then again, you have teens singing your song. And I get that you shouldn't be beholden by by your fans in a certain way, right? Like, you are your own person, do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. But like, I feel like there's some sort of morality there that we're overstepping.
To be fair, Blink-182 has a song about fucking a dude in the ass.
Is it ironic?
To that. Yeah, it's highly ironic.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's all about being ironic about it, right? Like if she broke up with this guy and started singing about how small it is or whatever, then all right, that's kind of funny, right?
Hell yeah, that's iconic. Let's go.
But like now it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, now the song's just about how creamy she gets for her man's cock, and
which,
it's like, whoa, this is weird.
Now girls are just singing everywhere. Which, to be fair, I heard the Swifties are also not into it.
Yeah, I've seen that too. The Swifties are hating on it, which is very funny.
Weird. Yeah. Like
They're all
you
crazy.
had to have messed up somewhere if you're like, oh, you're diehards. It's like her and what's it why am I blanking on I just fucking almost had her name. Nicki Minaj.
Oh, the Barbs.
You dude. If we ever go to war, skip the draft. Send those send those fandoms out, dude.
Give God's greatest warriors their hardest battles.
I say that not like I want them to die. I'm saying that they will, like, if you just put Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift at the front of the line, they will die on that hill.
Yeah, they'll follow them into the gates of hell, dude.
Absolutely, dude. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm saying I have more faith in their diehardness to lead for them than like our own military.
Yeah, no, they know how to take orders whenever it comes from the head bitches in charge.
Yeah, like Nicki Minaj say, "Hey, hit on them," and like 45 million girls are like calling you a whore. Now imagine if Nicki Minaj said,
Hey,
destroy Al Qaeda.
This company, yeah.
Barbs are gonna be Al Qaeda. I can promise you that.
They're gonna say, "Hey, we're going to help Ukraine. We're sending aid to Ukraine. It's all the Barbs."
I mean,
They're just dropping in with JBL speakers playing Bees in the Trap.
there's a Meat Canyon video somewhere in there. Oh man. Yeah, no, what a weird time in music, dude. I don't get it.
Me either. That's not my shit.
It
I
is
just hear
not.
about it.
Yeah. I think the most egregious thing Taylor Swift has ever done is it Shake It Off, where she's like and listen to this cool beat,
Yeah.
and it's literally just the same beat that you've been hearing. It's really not that great.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Drumeo did a drum cover of that where they were like trying to play the songs on it, and they got to that part, and the drummers fucking killed it. Like they were like, all right, listen to the sick beat, and they're like, all right, cool, and they just fucking went off, and they made the coolest shit that I'm like, I'll listen to that shit all day. Give me down to that. Hell yeah, dude. That song's fucking rad as hell. And then they're like, all right, listen to the actual one. Oh, that's it. I was expecting like something cool. Just come on, Taylor. And here she's using AI as well, so shout outs to her, I guess.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I didn't see like what it was for. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. And I'm like, either way though, I'm like, girl, you are a billionaire.
Right. Right. You have the money.
I
Quit being
just-
a cheap little bitch.
I don't know. I guess I just can't fathom being that wealthy.
I can't either.
Because I'm like, in my head, if I'm doing some art, I'm not going to AI. I'm like, fine, I will spend $2 million, $200 million, whatever I got, to find the coolest fucking artist on the planet to make me the sickest shit ever.
Well, the issue is these dipshits consider it like a tool. They don't think like, oh, this thing could make this thing that I need. Oh, it's just a tool for me to meet the ends of my needs.
Oh, I don't have to pay for it?
Actuality. Right, exactly.
Hell yeah. This isn't going to take any of my money for my 29 albums. Sick.
Right. They won't cut into the profit margin? Fuck yeah. Let's go.
I think Charlie mentioned, he's like, I think each specific variant needs to have its own place in the Billboard. I'm like, that'd be good. I mean, yeah, you would still see too much nonsense shit, but a more accurate number than all this bullshit of like, oh, look, this album sold 14 million. Yeah, from 4 people that just bought every single variant. All right. Vinyl's funny. I love vinyl. I love the way vinyl's been coming back. But you know what I do hate about it? I hate the album runtime has been affected by it.
For some, yeah. Because I have quite a few that are a little bit longer, and they just hook it up with more vinyl.
Yeah, I appreciate that. A lot of people I do like are like coming with albums under 40 minutes to hit that one vinyl, one record limit. I'm like, damn, what happened to like give me some beefy ass music? Like, let me chill for an hour and listen to this shit. But like, 40 minutes? You give me half an hour of music after 3 years? Come on, dude.
Right. It's a lot more forgivable whenever they like pump out shit pretty frequently, right? Like if you're getting something like every year, every other year, it's like all
Every
right,
2 years and you
40,
put them out 30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's like what Linkin Park used to do, sure. 'Cause Linkin Park puts out a lot of short albums. But man, like I see some people and it's I don't know. Like I get the one to do the vinyl thing and it's gonna cost way too much to do double vinyl, especially if you're a smaller artist, right? But like maybe condense it on the vinyl and just like throw an extra bonus track or something on the digital album or something. Cause like Jesus.
Right. Anything helps really in that situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes you have an album and then you'll hear like a leaked track and you're like, why the fuck was this not on the album? Had to get it on the vinyl. I'm like, fucking hell. Like you
this
had
is a vinyl pre-order special edition
yeah.
only.
Uh all right. I think that's all I have watched. Oh, speaking of, hold on. It let's see, yeah. Let me read out some of these before we move on to our actual video game segment. Okay. I'm gonna read off a couple of these variants. The Life of a Showgirl, sweet and vanilla perfume portfolio, orange glitter vinyl. Uh, The Life of a Showgirl, sweet and vanilla perfume CD with poster. The Life of a Showgirl, sweet and vanilla perfume cassette. Okay, like you got yourself vinyl CD and a cassette. Okay. The Life of a Showgirl, It's Beautiful Edition, limited release deluxe CD. The Life of a Showgirl, It's Rapturous Edition, limited release deluxe CD. The Life of a Showgirl, It's Frightening Edition, limited release deluxe CD. The Life of a Showgirl, Sweet and Vanilla Perfume Edition, limited release deluxe. The Life of a Showgirl, The Shiny Bug Edition, Winter Green and Onyx marbled vinyl. The Life of a Showgirl, Shiny Bug Edition, Violet Shimmer marbled vinyl. Life of a Showgirl, Baby That's Show Business Edition, Lovely Bouquet golden vinyl. And so on.
Of course. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be near as bad if all those fucking names weren't so goddamn pretentious.
It's beautiful, it's rapturous, it's frightening. That song Wood was very frightening. Imagine she's like singing, it has a wart on it. He's like, why'd you tell him that?
Come on. Or she's like, it's crooked.
It bends
Fuck.
it bends to the left but at 17-degree angle. Oh man. What a time, what a time. Oh, is there 30 variants now?
Oh hell yeah. There's more every time.
What the fuck does this mean? Taylor Swift's Life of a Showgirl track by track version. What the fuck is track by track version?
I don't know. Is it like a commentary thing? Like they walk you through it?
I'm hold on. No, I don't want it to affect my algorithm. I want to look up on like Apple Music and just see how much flooded it is right there. But yeah, my dude, like maybe I should add another vinyl. I feel left out. By all means, dude.
Just one more. Just one more. That's all we need. Just one more, Taylor. Come on.
Absolutely. All right. With that all said, Kels, what'd you get this week?
I am empty-handed, sir.
Hell yeah, me too.
Hell yeah.
I'm fingers crossed that either this week or next paycheck is my upgraded one with my raise. Like
Hell
please,
yeah.
I need it. I need it. All right, what'd you play then?
Yeah, so I have been playing some Silent Hill F. I'm a few hours into that now. It's pretty good. It's
Hell
doing
yeah.
a lot of things that I was not expecting it to do, which is pretty interesting. There's some layers to what's going on there, which is really interesting to see. It's kind of keeping you on your toes because part of it does feel a little bit predictable, but also it kind of does suck now that I know that you have to replay the game, and upon replaying the game, you get like to make active choices in the story to get different endings. Because now, whenever something happens on my first playthrough, I'm thinking with that in my head, like, is this where something would have played out differently, or like like those types of situations. Um, yeah, so I've been playing that. 2XKO just came out today, so I downloaded that and I was playing it a little bit before we got started here. And other than that, that's about it.
Hmm. Um, I've been playing Fortnite Festival.
Damn it, I forgot about that. I need to be doing that.
Yeah. I'm just XP farming now.
Right.
I have what, like 2 days technically to get the gorillas. I'm gonna get it after this podcast. I'm just gonna farm for a little bit longer, and I'm like right there, like right there. I found the XP maps. Just holding down that trigger. I just take the trigger down, move the thumbstick every once in a while. Like cool. Um, but yeah, no. I'm reading because I say that because I just saw something popped up here. I guess people were saying that they didn't think the Gorillas festival pass was that uh interesting.
Hmm.
I guess I don't know. I don't have a barometer to compare it to.
Right.
Um, but let's say this guy says opinion tweet from Archer underscore Fortnite. Gorilla is one of my favorite bands of all time, and the festival season has been a complete disappointment and really shows the dark future of the festival has coming. No post-release cosmetics, no extra jam tracks, nothing. Is genuinely depressing.
Hmm.
Mm,
Wonder how much of that is like entitlement, right?
right. Um. I mean, like, yeah. To be fair, like, I think that it wasn't really Gorillas enough, because like we got Feel Good Inc., Dare, on Melancholy Hill. I think that might be it. Um. So like, I get that they should add a lot more. I feel like you can go a lot more with that, especially like if you got like a whole Gorillas thing. Like Gorillas could have easily did something as big as like Daft Punk. I think
Right.
like Daft
There's
Punk thing goes.
definitely enough like history there at least to
Yeah,
pull from.
I think this is really a cool thing to like jump into the cartoon aspect of them, right? Because we don't really see that aspect get flourished enough.
Especially now, like I feel like there's a time back in the day where we got gorillas and like everything. We're getting them on MTV, we're getting
Yeah,
them on Cribs, we're getting them on like their own shorts and shit.
right,
I wish there's more room for that. What?
right.
Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a TV show at one point? What the fuck happened with that?
There's always been it's TV is weird. Same thing, movies. Unlike games, where it's like whenever they announce something's moving, like all right, this has been greenlit, it doesn't mean it's gonna do anything. Whereas like games, they've usually like, already gone to production with that stuff. So like a lot of times, shows you'll say, all right, this is gonna happen. And there's like no, it just didn't work out.
Well, like I feel like it was supposed to be on like Netflix or something. Like maybe I'm just like Mandela
Yeah, no,
affecting
no, no.
myself or
That
some
was supposed
shit.
to happen at some point. Um, I don't know. Just that shit happens, I guess. Disappears.
'Cause I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of room for them to do just like cover the whole history of gorillas. You can start back over from the start. Just have it like be like a remastered of it.
Man, because yeah,
'Cause,
that
I mean,
Daft
gorillas
Punk.
of like
No,
gorillas of like their earlier albums doesn't they don't look in like anything like they do now, right?
no,
Like there's a completely different look to them.
no. And ironically enough, it's so
Very
funny that like the concept of Gorillaz definitely got skewed over time, where it was definitely like a commentary on all things mainstream with it, and now it's like
right.
Gorillaz saw a lot of shit now.
Yeah. It's a lot of tickets too.
Yeah. I think they could have done something else with it, but I mean, I personally I don't give a fuck. I was like, I just wanted the Gorilla skins in Fortnite. That's fine with me.
For sure.
I'm not invested into Fortnite enough to be like, I need all of this. Uh,
Right. I need more. This isn't good enough.
right. I literally got 2D flying through a Daft Punk like visualizer. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm good. I'm chilling. Um, but yeah, I kind of get it though. So I've been doing that. Well, we have a lot of news to probably go through. Maybe I don't know. I haven't looked through it truthfully. I gotta check. But the Rock Band stuff sucks. You heard about that?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Rock Band is officially, as of now, delisted off platforms. So hope we got it. If not, you have to scout out a disc and make sure that disc stays pristine. And all DLC will be dropping in span of 10 years from release date. With the earlier DLC being planned, or I guess there was a plan for it. That's what they said. So expect that to be coming off over the next couple months as well. But now it's time that if you want any final songs, keep that rolling list. There are Reddit threads that kind of go over what's going to be losing in the next week or so. So keep track of that. So I've been buying songs here or there, and I'm like, I told the girlfriend, I'm like, well, at least got a raise because now for the next like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, technically 10 years. No, actually like what, 9 years I guess because they stopped it last year. For next like 8 or 9 years, I'm gonna be buying occasional songs off Rock Band. So we'll see. I know you can also download that shit, and I kind of feel like that
Yeah.
too. But I have something about playing it on Rock Band proper on the console, But grabbed a couple of those songs, been doing that stuff. I've been playing a lot of Solitaire lately.
Solitaire.
I
That's
don't know why. I think I've been so eager to play a card game, and I'm kind of bored with Marvel Snap right now. I'm just doing the dailies. That I'm like, I just want to play a card game, and just Solitaire has been kind of like you're done with the game every 3 or 4 minutes, and like, all right, shuffle back, let's go back at it. I do not know why. And this has been actually a growing, like small growing enigma until this last week kind of hit peak, where I would bust out Clubhouse games and play some Solitaire, and then
you're in too deep.
yeah, and I busted out the Mac to play some Solitaire on there, and then I was trying to get some Xbox points to redeem for Bing points or whatever, and I played some PC Solitaire. And yeah, just like today, I've just been bored, and whenever I had downtime at work, I'm just like, all right, play some rounds of Solitaire. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. I think I just need to turn my brain off for a little bit, and that's an excellent listen to a podcast or turn your brain off kind of thing. Like I'm not getting competitive about it. Don't need to get competitive really. Oh,
Yeah, for me, it's just like you said with Marvel Snap. I've been playing Pokemon Pocket. Anytime I feel like I need a quick little in and out. Only
right.
thing that pisses me off about that is I feel like the menus are so goddamn slow in that game. I'm just like, get me out, go 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 go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything
Uh,
else you've been playing?
I feel like there is, but I can't think of anything on top of my head. Uh, no. Um, the our cart team's doing pretty well at work. We got a pretty solid cart team. They're doing pretty well. Street Fighter won today, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
They're getting polished up. They're doing their thing. We have a JP on the team. I think I mentioned last time, and the
Yeah.
second he full screens, we just start fucking going off, dude. So I'm like, I want you guys to get in person because I want our whole crowd. Just when you're full screen spamming, I want to just hear us go off, dude. Because holy infuriating, Batman. That shit's toxic and that shit sucks. Imagine being on the tail end of a full screen JP and just the whole crowd's cheering against you. Hell yeah, dude. The toxic side of me is like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I've been saying I've been playing 2XKO. It's really interesting seeing some of the characters in there because, like, at first glance, you're like, "Ooh, this kid. I can definitely see this getting toxic."
Yeah,
Like Timo seems like a little fuck. He seems like a little asshole like that. So
yeah. Yeah, it's not like we have the most non-toxic characters, but I'm like, whatever. We don't have a Steve player in Smash, so I'm like, whatever. You guys are fine. You guys are totally fine. We don't have a Steve player. But my team's been sweeping on there too, and I'm like, my team's really good, and I love it. I'm just like hoping that shit doesn't bite me in the ass one day, because like we're on autopilot, and like we're just winning. We have not lost since April of like 2024, and like that's not gonna be forever. It could be just this year, maybe, right? My team's running it back. We didn't lose it all last year. And it's like I got the same exact team. It's like we're just better.
Right.
I'm just like, my players know they're good, so I'm kind of getting them in there. I'm actually trying to practice still a little bit more. My buddy, my God bless him, one of my buddies, which I forgot to tell you something, but one of my buddies, he knows that he want to play. He's hit me up to like go to fest and stuff. He's like, hey, are you still trying to do this? And I messaged him back the other day. I'm like, I am, but dude, work has just fucking killed me. He's like, all right, that's fair. Just making sure. You know who I didn't know is in my area of this world? FGC player,
Who's that?
Viscant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And someone was telling me about that. I'm like, wait, are we the same Viscant? And he's like, yeah. I was like, and I had to wait till all the players were gone. I'm like, is that low tier god Viscant, the one where they were talking shit? and our co-coach, the one who was an alumni, he's like 20, 21 years old. He's like, he was talking trash. I'm like, yeah, he said a lot of things I can't say on school campus. But it's legendary, dude.
Do you know who this guy is? Yes, he was talking shit.
Hell yeah, dude. He deserved it though. He deserved it. It's one thing when you're talking shit. It's another thing when you rightfully talk shit, you know? But yeah, no, I am a little worried because I know the team that we fucking slaughtered in grand finals. I know they were hungrier than ever after that because we just broke their spirits, and I'm like, that team broke everyone else's spirits. They broke the spirits of our rivals, who we were like kind of like worried. We're like, oh shit, they beat our rivals, the ones that we go game 5 with all the time. Then we got to them and we just 3-0'd them. It wasn't even a game. Like I said it before, but my player looked back at me and said, "Is that it?" After like we were 1, I'm like, "Yeah, that's it, bud." And like I'm like, all right, well, as long as we don't lose in playoffs, I don't mind. But I'm like, we need to bleed a little bit though. I fear that if we don't bleed, we're gonna get complacent and we're gonna lose at the wrong time. And we'll see. But I was kind of glad we lost at Street Fighter because I'm like, all right, I need to lose a little bit. I just cannot keep winning. I know that sounds weird, but like, I get complacent too. Winners get complacent. Like unless you have that lifestyle, winners get complacent. You're like, all right, cool, I did everything. You got to keep that taste of blood in your mouth a little bit. And I was speaking of that, like, I was talking to my advanced film kids because I gave them a lot of credit at the beginning of the year. I'm like, all right, you guys have done this a year. I could trust you guys, right? I'm like, oh, you guys aren't quite ready yet. Okay, that's fine. We'll bounce back. But some of them are just having issues meshing. And one of them talks about one of the other students. And I'm like, I just broke it down. I'm like, dude, all right, I'm gonna break it down the way that I need to. It's like you need to find their trigger and manipulate it. And he's like, that sounds messed up. And then one of the other students turns back and they go, that's what he does to us all the time. I'm like, yeah, I literally find your trigger and I manipulate it. I find what gets you going, and you just you trigger that into a point where you just start doing what you want to do, and like you find that fire in them essentially. And like I was like, look, watch. And the student that they were complaining about kind of walks in. I'm like, hey, come here real quick. Okay, what are you most into with all this stuff? He's like, I like film and stuff. I'm like, cool. All right, watch this and watch your film. Cool. So I made him watch like one of the award-winning films. I'm like, all right, tell me about this film. He's like, all right, they did the sound. I'm like, all right, what do you think about the shot? He's like, it's good, but it could still be better. I'm like, fantastic. We just shit talked the winner, which means that you guys can do better. So go do better, like, right? Like, find that fire in you. Like, these kids get complacent. I'm like, I feel like I gotta walk that line though. It's like I get them right, like hyped up, but they just don't quite get it. I'm like, you gotta manipulate it a little bit. You gotta make it work in your favor. You gotta find what fires everyone up on that end too, you know? There's a reason why they won and you guys didn't specifically. It's because you guys just don't have that fire in you. Go find it. Go get it. I love competition, dude. And I know it's not for everyone, right? Like I know there's definitely some kids that just like I'm not a competitor. I don't like that pressure on there. I can't do that pressure. I'm like, okay. But I love it.
For sure.
I fuck with it so much. I want to win all the time. But I love losing sometimes too, because I'm like, all right, cool. Let's work on something. Let's do it.
No, yeah, you definitely learn a lot more from losing, I feel like, than you do necessarily from winning. Because like winning, you're just like, cool, I did what I was supposed to. Losing, you can kind of like take back something away from it.
You're right. And so I tell them too, because I have to explain, because I had one student who was in film the first year I did it, skipped the second year I did it, and now he's here the third year. And he stands out like a sore thumb in my class. And to the point where I kind of dubbed him a film one kid, but everyone else didn't realize that I was joking. So like, oh wait, he's a film one kid. I'm like, he's not. He's an advanced kid. He's done film class before. Like what? I'm like, he wasn't in it last year. My first year, I threw 40 things at the wall and hoped anything stuck. I found 3 things that stuck and took everything else off and I redid it again. I just happened to do it a lot better the second time. But I learned how, no, I didn't do bad, but I didn't do anything extraordinary that first year. I kind of, I figured out what I did wrong and I was like, cool, I got the assignment now, and just redid it and did it better. And I don't know, like I hear about teachers across the state and in general too, honestly, teachers across the country. There's like, here's a camera, go record something. And I know a lot of teachers do that, right? Like they don't tell you like the intricacies of it. And I'm like, cool, if that's what you want to do, go to one of those schools and do that. That's fine, because you'll get an A and you're gonna do great there. My school's not doing that. Like my school's gonna do pre-production shit. My school's writing scripts. We're doing that shit. I'm not trying to just autopilot you guys into making some cringe ass film, you know?
For sure.
I don't know how I got on that tangent. Anyway. Did you play anything of Super Subs other than what we did? Is that what we're on, or did we move past that? I already forget.
No, I think we're past games that we played.
Hell yeah.
Any news?
I'm gonna look
Anything
that up right
big?
now.
Anything
Xbox is dying.
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? It's especially weirder considering that I guess we're supposed to be getting the new look at the like next what's coming next for Halo like this month. That shit's dead. Because isn't the rumor that they're
Rebooting
remaking
Halo.
Halo 1? Yeah, they're rebooting it and like essentially making Combat Evolved 2.
Yeah. I don't get it. Let's see. Like I really wish I could put it into words. I'm stumbling hard right now.
It's like baffling. It really is. 'Cause
I've
not only are they failing as like a hardware manufacturer now, but they're also failing as like a development house. It's so weird.
right. I also don't want to say so. Like I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to listen to the podcast here from IGN, because IGN's Xbox podcast just says they have a title of their thing says the Xbox generation will be remembered for one thing: greed. I'm on both ends of that go. I get what they're trying to say, but also like not like this isn't a universal thing, right? It's like, yeah, Xbox is the fact that I bought a fucking Series X and it's worth more now than it was when I first bought it is baffling. That is such a weird fucking idea to me. Like if it was a special edition, I get that. That's away from it, but like never before in any previous gen have you ever bought a console at launch and been able to sell it for more later.
Right.
Like unless you're looking at like some like 3DO, right? That's not what I mean. Like a mainstream console, buy it now, you're gonna sell that shit for like $100 down the line. That's what it always was. No, like that, and I guess maybe the writing was on the wall a little bit last gen, a little bit, but it's not that. It's so weird on that end. $650 for an Xbox Series X is asinine.
That's very dumb.
Yeah. But at the same token, it's not like Xbox the only one doing this, right? Like
Right.
PlayStation hiked it up too. They haven't hiked it up twice, but they're watching.
Yeah, and like I don't feel like they get too much of a pass because they also released the Pro too, and so I mean,
Which
it's such a weird situation.
the Pro is a bullshit thing. Like the fact that we don't have games even these days aren't even really. Nothing feels next gen this gen. It
Yeah,
just feels like the most incremental like thing that I could have been playing for the last like 5 or 6, 7, 8 years now. So that's like,
it just
oh,
feels
okay.
like it just feels like another excuse for them to come out with shit that's like not optimized right for
Yeah,
the old console or
right,
made right for that one.
right. Um, it just doesn't feel like I don't think I've been like really mind blown at all this gen. Like I have every other gen in some sort of way, shape, or form. Um, but yeah, no, it's not been that way. And yeah, but Game Pass is the thing right here, right? And I feel like Game Pass is always gonna get priced. It's same like Disney Plus at the beginning, right? You're like, all right, this is kind of more like a get you in the door, and they're gonna hike it up. I think we
Right.
always knew that. It just feels weird. I guess my mind's going to 40 different places right now because like I've definitely been more of an Xbox fan, 100%. Xbox apologist almost on a way like apologizing for things, but like always having faith that things were gonna change. You
Right.
know, like especially going into this gen. We started up with like Hellblade 2
Hmm.
out the gate, right? Uh, we're getting like all these acquisitions, and I'm like, I've always thought 360 was so good, and then they floundered at the very end. Xbox One was such a fucking misstep after misstep. Then Phil Spencer came in and he polished it up. He said, "All right, fuck this Connect shit. Let's bring it back down here. Cool. Let's start making some stuff cool." But like, I don't know where this is all like going wrong in some sort of ways, and maybe I'm trying to back to like where my biggest disappointment was, and it's unrelated, but like my biggest disappointment, and actually, maybe it might be, is always Master Chief Collection. I think the writing was on the wall officially for that for me, because how you gonna let your flagship IP release in that state?
Yeah, because nowadays it's like, oh yeah, this is fine, but like didn't have all the games, and it ran like ass.
Dude, did you play it like at launch? At launch?
I feel like I did, but because I remember having like the same feeling of it being terrible. Because I didn't, I remember playing it and then not touching it and coming back to it back whenever I think whenever they finally added ODST.
Right. Um, as an apology, by the way.
Right, right.
Um, dude. So I
All
took
prices.
I took the day off of work because it's Halo. It's Halo, dude. Like
Yep.
that shit was Halo 2 is my goat. I was able to play 2 games that day. That was like the biggest that soured me forever on a lot of video games of like trusting things at launch. That definitely like killed my trust for all that. Um, but like now I think back on it, it's like, how did you guys not tell this? Like I think Phil Spencer was the head of Xbox back then. If I'm
I think
them,
so.
I am at that studio seeing this, and I know it's gonna suck. I know your shareholders are gonna be upset. Xbox has already fallen behind because of fucking Don Matrick, but you were delaying the fuck out of that,
Yeah, it has to be perfect.
and that's
And
and
I mean, they very apparently did not learn their lesson because we have Infinite now.
well, I was gonna say the opposite. I was gonna say that remember Infinite got delayed like a whole year. Remember Infinite
Well,
was gonna be like a launch title, and it's like no, they pushed it back a whole year on that, and so like they fixed the game, and the game itself is good. The game itself is good. The content is incredibly lacking, but the game itself is solid. Because remember at the beginning we saw that whole Herald meme, which I think was overblown still, but
oh yeah, the ugly brute.
yeah, which I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Still, it's like I think it was a console war argument. Should be told. Like I thought the game still looked great, but it's what
Yeah.
it is. Um, but like how do you let that go off? And then you kind of just look as the years go on, and it's like, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing on this end. Like Gears 4 isn't really anything to write home about versus the original trilogy. It's cool, but it's not there. Fable's
Right.
obviously gone. Forza Horizon carried a lot of the Metacritic side of Xbox, but I don't know. It's so weird. And then like again, acquisition after acquisition. Like all right, cool. We got Double Fine, sick. Got Obsidian, sick. We're getting all these like studios, cool. Left, right. Ninja Theory, fantastic. But like, we weren't managing them, so like nothing came out. Because go figure, these studios go from like battling for their life, paycheck to paycheck. Here's Pop Microsoft with an unwritten check. They're gonna take their time on it because they're like, all right, cool, I can do that now. It's like, but you didn't supervise them to be like, all right, kind of.
Well, yeah. Even then, like those games are like on a. There's no telling like when they're just gonna have the plug pulled because like that like Contraband just snapped out thin air. It's like all right, never mind. We're done here. And I
That
mean,
wasn't
there's
how it
so
was
many
though
games
for a
like
while.
yeah, and there's so many games right now where it's like they could be canceled anytime because I mean we have what State of Decay 3
Yeah,
that's still one
that's
that's hanging up
that's
there.
been there forever.
Right, been there forever, just been kind of let to hang out.
Right, and that's what's happening
Um,
though. Is like we're paying a studio. How long has it been? Hold on.
it's been a while.
It has been a very long while.
There's some more too. I'm trying to think of them. Oh yeah, dude, I'm so worried about Blade. Blade, there's no way that game makes it.
I think there is a chance. I foresee that making it through. State of Decay 2 came out 2018.
Sheesh. I wonder whenever that first trailer was for 3.
It's a good question. And it's not even like State of Decay is like the biggest game either.
Yeah.
It was an XBLA game that was really cool.
Right. That just kind of like took off.
And now it's, let's see. One of the top videos I see 2 months ago. State of Decay 3 looks to be in trouble.
Yeah, no shit.
State of Decay announced a trailer 5 years ago.
Okay, so it's not as bad. I was thinking like closer to 7, but still.
But like,
We've heard like nothing. We've gotten like nothing.
right. So, but like, we're funding a studio for 5 years. Of course, that's where your bottom line's hurting, right?
Right.
Like, yes, you're Microsoft. You
Well,
have unlimited money, but you also don't just get to spend all that unlimited money on anything you want.
well, it's hurting from that, and also supposedly one of their other reports that came out is they lost like over $300 million on the Activision like for Call of Duty being on Game Pass.
Did they lose money on that?
Yeah, they've lost a shit ton of money on sales.
Interesting. I thought that was the other way where it's still sold just as well with it too.
Supposedly, like no clue, like the bearing there, you know.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Uh, I mean, that was kind of your give and take though, right? It was like you were trying to use Call of Duty to get people on Game Pass.
Yeah, and like the whole thing was like you're kind of wanting them to be on Game Pass, and you're wanting to microtransact them to hell, right?
Yeah.
You're wanting to get them latched in that way.
Which they kind of do in like they almost get me with Forza Horizon all the time too. It's like Forza Horizon um you get it or you pay an extra $20 and you get like the deluxe edition, right? And you get all this extra stuff with it. I'm like, all right, cool. If I'm already playing Forza Horizon on this, I'll pay $20 to get more stuff on it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do that all day, every day, but which I have to realize now because I did let my Game Pass lapse. But I did boot it back up with the non-stackable code. That's only available because literally, funny enough, my Game Pass like expired like just after that announcement. Um, and
Well, you can get a Game Pass for 19.99 at GameStop.
yeah, or just try to key online.
Yeah.
Um,
So on from PCGamer.com, Microsoft reportedly estimated that Game Pass led to 300 million in lost sales of Black Ops 6, with 82% of copies sold being on Game Pass list PlayStation 5.
hmm.
That's crazy that 82% of copies were being sold on the PS5 compared to Xbox and
Well,
Steam, I guess too.
Steam is definitely one of the big one for me because I mean I wonder how big the Xbox market even was before that because it really is falling off. Like I know it's been dwindling. Just you see the amount of series out there, you know.
I just think it's crazy for like one system like that to have 80% of the sales. That's insane.
But that's you had to have known you were going to lose sales on that end, which is supposed to make up for in Game Pass, though, right? Like
Right.
that's the whole point. It's like a loss leader of like the biggest loss leader you can do. Like, hey, put the Juggernaut on this console, and that's what they're going to do, and that's why they hiked it up, right? Because they're like, all right, to make up that money and have day one titles on there, which includes Call of Duty, we got to bump it to $30 a month, and it's like
Yeah, but I wonder like are there other day one titles that are drawing people to it besides like the
n-
Call of Duties?
no, and that's kind of where that is. Is I remember at some point in some interview, Phil Spencer was talking about how like Game Pass is meant to be like, a you're gonna get a big game every quarter,
Yeah.
right? That was like their pillar thing. Like they wanted to get this machine going to a point where you're getting a game out every quarter, like a big game out every quarter. You see the amount of studios they have, and you like, all right, that's possible, but like, have we've not managed that?
Yeah, and the sad thing is like we're getting like medium-sized games because like Hellblade 2, that's not like a big game in like scope. It's like a big game in like maybe production value. But I mean,
But
it's
I
like
don't
a
even mind that. Like
yeah.
that's great to me too, because you got to have like those kind of ones that like get people talking about like that.
I just mean like in the game subscription service, like those aren't the games that you want. You
True.
want like one or two maybe, but you want like a live service. You want something that's gonna keep people around. You want something that you can just microtransaction the shit out of people, which apparently Call of Duty's not doing that.
Do you wonder if it's just the production of having to do a Call of Duty every single? Well, I guess I don't know. Call of Duty every year makes a fuck ton of money, but also like I sometimes wonder, would Call of Duty be sound not having that production, making just a Call of Duty online or something like that? You know what I mean? And like making a big thing out of it every year. It's like Madden. I
Well,
guess not, because they would do that with Madden, and Madden's not needing to do that.
I mean, was it Call of Duty Mobile's kind of like that essentially? It's just a platform, and they continuously drop new maps, new guns, blah blah blah.
Right. But then I guess they sell season passes in Call of Duty as well too. Because I'm like, I guess you could just do that. But
Yeah.
no, they were. It's like, yeah, it makes. I guess I just wonder because I'm like, it's a big production, but you do make your money back just selling those copies every year. But
Oh
man,
yeah, if you're making like $70 a pop, or even like the deluxe editions, because that's a big thing, right? Get 3 days early access, get access to the
which
beta
is
for
ridiculous
free.
by the way. Never pay for that.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
enjoy your life for 3 days. It'll be there.
that.
Um, imagine you just pass away on that third day. Fuck, I could have played it for 3 days. I It just sucks, dude, because I love the Xbox platform.
I'm so surprised that they haven't figured out how to get WoW on there yet.
I used to say that during a lot of these like Xbox things. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand that either. That would have been a big easy money get.
Yeah, anytime that I'm watching one, I'm like, okay, WoW on the Xbox on console, anytime now, that's gonna happen. And just wrap that. See, that would be a good reason to upgrade or see. Okay, why not they just announce that and be like, and by the way, we're going to Game Pass, whatever, we're raising the price on it because now it's going to include a WoW subscription too. If like
That's
I
how
don't
that
know, just
yeah,
subsidize it.
we need something epic. Give us Fortnite, please. All right, that's fine.
Right. Yeah, no, like I don't know. I just feel like it's such a big layup for them.
They have the whole thing there. I don't know what's the hold up on that. I get that there's some weird holdups on some of these parts of this moving chain that I just don't understand, and I wish I did.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Because some of it feels super obvious, but then who knows? Maybe it's something contractual, like maybe like they can't do anything with it within like a certain time after purchase, or I don't know. Because
Right.
there's like shareholders and shit involved with it at that point, right?
Yeah. Um.
Fucking with people's retirement.
But like, see before I get on my spiel real quick. I want to. Let's see. Oh, it's not gonna have everything on here. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Well, I guess it's all of this, but then they also have all of Bethesda and Activision. So if you just leave out Activision and Bethesda, which is already a lot, you got the Coalition, Compulsion Games, Double Fine, Halo Studios, In Exile, Mojang, fucking Mojang, which also you have Minecraft. I feel like they've not really done anything with Minecraft. Like crazy?
I feel like they've added like I think they've added a shit ton to it, but it's one of those things like you don't know about it unless you're like in that ecosystem.
I maybe I'm an idiot, but I would have done Minecraft 2 at some point, right?
Oh fuck. I don't know if you're joking or not.
I don't know either. Cause like, I don't know. Part of me is like I get that you want to keep it there, but like sequel to the biggest game of all time, pretty much, right? Like,
No, they just have movies now. They've transcended video games.
well, they need money for Xbox. Fucking hell, like we need these video games to sell. They have Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground Games, Rare, Turn 10, Undead Labs, World's Edge. And then you got Bethesda and Activision. And then I guess uh what is it? What was the one that died?
You have like the
The Initiative.
yeah, the initiative.
Yeah, and then
And
like
then you have like the subsidiaries under there, like id Softworks and shit.
so everything under Bethesda and Activision's not even listed on there too. So you have all these fucking studios. And truthfully, the only one that's like put in work right now is Obsidian.
Obsidian in
And
Exile has been putting out some good shit too.
and Playground Games with at least Forza Horizon.
Yeah,
They're still
those dudes
working
have been,
on
like,
Fable.
carrying the brunt of it. Yeah.
Working on Fable still, but it sucks. I feel like I get extreme deja vu with this sometimes.
How
Like,
so?
remember Ninja Theory had that game Bleeding Edge?
Oh yeah, the MOBA.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing, brothers?
That was their Concord before Concord.
It's true. At least I guess Bleeding Edge lasted 3 extra days. Compulsion's actually not
Right.
doing too bad, right? Well, they like South of Midnight's already out.
Yeah.
But
They
then
shipped the game.
But then again, I guess hold on. This might be a perfect example because South of Midnight was this year, wasn't it?
Yep.
They were acquired in 2018, dude.
Sheesh. It's 7 years.
7 years for South of Midnight. We're not saying anything bad about that because I understand AAA development is egregious right now, and it's like it's gonna take you forever. But like South of Midnight's not pushing numbers, right?
Right.
Like if I was them, I'd be asking them to do like Obsidian style shit, which is like, hey, figure out your teams. Okay, if you guys want to have like this big A team working on Outer Worlds 2, fantastic. Have a B team and a C team to be making some stuff too. Like B team's making Grounded, C team's making Pendament. And what else have Obsidian been putting out? I know they put out something else, right?
Avowed.
Avowed. Yeah, no, A team was working on that too. Like what the fuck? Like Obsidian's like cranking if every studio was doing what Obsidian was doing, then we'd probably be talking a different story.
Right. Instead, you have like what the Call of Duty teams just fucking cranking that out every year. Who knows what the fuck's happened over at Bethesda?
So, okay. Obsidian was acquired also in 2018, right? Remember? So, Compulsion put out South of Midnight. Again, not talking shit about the game, but they put out South of Midnight. Fantastic. Since 2018, and again, let's use a little levity at least with the beginning, which is the Outer Worlds came out in 2019. So, okay. The game was already in development though. Okay, we'll skip that one. Okay, Grounded in 2022, Pentiment 2022, Avowed 2025, The Outer Worlds 2 2025, and they're also got Grounded 2 coming out.
Yeah, Grounded 2 is like in open access right now.
Yeah. So like even if you exclude The Outer Worlds 1, which is fair, you have 4 games released since 2018, excluding The Outer Worlds 1. That's where we're at. So like honestly, it's like how are we not on this level with that, right? Like Double Fine. Let's look at Double Fine. They were acquired 2019. They put out Psychonauts 2 in 2021. And they're working on this Gamekeeper.
Yeah.
Double Fine works on their own pace. Again, these studios work at their own pace, but like there's just I feel like there's no overhead as to like getting these games going. You gotta oversee your teams too. You gotta kind of have people checking in, creating deadlines. Like, yes, there's not a, but there's no hungry factor to it, right? There's like these guys aren't hungry anymore. They got acquired. They won. Where's the hunger for it? Like Obsidian was like scrapping for their goddamn life, and that's why they're so good at that, right? Like Obsidian, we always talk about how they were paycheck to paycheck, project to project each time, and it makes sense, right? Because we're looking at uh Outer Worlds 2019. They worked on Pillars of Eternity 2, Tyranny, On Warfare, Pathfinder Adventure, Skyforge, Pillars of Eternity 1, Stick of Truth, Dungeon Siege 3, Fallout New Vegas, Alpha Protocol, Neverwinter Nights 2. Like they were working paycheck to paycheck on those, and they've been pumping out that stuff throughout, right? But like the other studios aren't used to that, so it's like I feel like it was a massive misstep to like not have overhead and not watching all these. But then it makes you wonder, it's like you guys weren't doing it to begin with, right? Like, how did Halo get to where it's at? Brother, Halo carried your fucking console.
Yeah, now it's just kind of like
No one
don't
gives
know.
a fuck anymore. And that's depressing.
No, like the reason why people care about Halo is mainly to do with nostalgia, not excitement for what's new, you know?
You think of Halo, you think back to Halo 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, oh, Reach is cool. And that's it. You forget that Halo went past 360. You know? And it's like, how'd you guys drop the ball on that?
Yep.
Gears of War, how'd you guys drop the ball on that?
In their defense, they're trying to bring that back and looking like they're doing okay with it.
Right. And I respect that. But when did they buy? Let's see. 2014.
Reflective or whatever.
2014, they acquired the rights to the franchise. Okay. Remember that. 2014.
Oh, for
2015
Halo.
for Gears.
Oh, okay.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition. All right, remastering Gears of War 1, 2015. Fantastic. Gears of War 4, 2016. Cool. Takes 3 years until they come out with Gears Pop in Gears 5.
Oh yeah.
Gears Tactics in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 years until Gears of War Reloaded, which is another remaster of Gears 1, and E-Days next year. Like,
I need to play that Tactics one.
it was cool. I played a little bit of it. It was pretty cool. I feel like I'm going back to all these. It's like it just reeks of just someone overseeing. Arcane with fucking what was it? What was the game that fucking sucked?
Oh, the
Redfall.
Yeah, Vampire.
Yeah. How'd you not see that?
Yeah, that's a crazy one still. Like I feel like that one did so much damage too.
And it shouldn't have.
No, it shouldn't have.
Like that should have been you walk in, you buy Arcane, you look at this, you're like, what the fuck is this? All right, cut our losses, cancel that, get this team working on another game right now instead of spending and wasting your time making that thing which never even worked out.
Yeah, hey, you stop what you're doing. Give me Dishonored 3. Like, how hard is that?
You have 35 studios. Honestly, I couldn't even not even be exaggerating. I just threw that number out there. There's a good chance I'm not even in that far of ballpark on there.
Right.
And you don't even have a Game of the Year nominee?
Mm-mm-mm. The only upside, well, it also kind of makes me wonder what's going to go on with that, is that they do have that Hideo Kojima game still on the way. So
OD.
yeah,
They can't, and someone who doesn't know who Kojima was probably looking at the numbers and said, all right, we got to cancel this. And they're like, no, we can't.
no,
We can't. Nope. Sorry. That stays. Like, why the fuck? This guy's spending so much money. No, you can't cut that. Sorry.
they cancel that, and then goes extra hard on that. What was it, Fizzint or whatever?
Yeah.
The PlayStation spy thriller. He's that type of guy too, just to spite you. Make
Right.
the next game 10 times as good.
Right. But like it I'm gonna have this my crackpot theory is that they have been scarred from the backlash of canceling Scalebound, that they are too afraid to cancel shit now.
I don't know. I felt that
That's my
way
crackpot
until,
theory.
like, Redfall happened, because I feel like after Redfall, you have to be like, okay, guys, we can tell them no whenever. Because I mean, we got Contraband canceled, and we got Perfect Dark like officially canned.
And
So
and yeah, I get that, and that's also monetary wise, right? But like Scalebound, they got so much backlash for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really see the appeal of Scalebound. I still say to this day, I'm like, it looked all
I
right.
thought it looked cool, but it all looked like very tech demo-y too, right? Like it was like, is there a game here? It all kind of like, what's the point here?
Right, and we got
It's
that
like cool thing plus cool thing.
yeah, and honestly, again, I'm speaking spicy right now. It reeked of, what was that one that came out that no one gave a fuck about? Of Platinum.
Platinum, like a
Remember
dragon game.
They had that one live service game that no one gave a fuck about that died.
Oh, the dinosaur one.
No.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm thinking Capcom. Platinum live service game. Yeah, I can't think.
Babylon's Fall.
There we go.
I don't know. I saw the writing on the wall with Scalebound. That I was like, I think it's gonna be kind of just weird. And then sure enough, like, they're not perfect, right? Babylon's Fall came out. It's like, ooh. I think they got so afraid of that they just didn't want to cancel things anymore, and then they just said, all right, no, because truth be told, if they canceled Redfall, the internet is like, oh, but this looks so cool, Microsoft. Why'd you guys have to cancel this? Because that's what they're gonna do, right? But like, no, get the fuck out of it. Like, we don't need it. We don't need it.
Well, my biggest thing is like, all you have to do is play that game, and you'll instantly see like, what are we doing here? Yeah, like, what's the hook?
We don't even need to play it, to be honest. I look at it, I'm like, why?
It really makes me wonder, like, did Phil play this? Because like, supposedly he plays these games, right? So it's like, are you really fucking with us right now? Are you fucking with me?
I would kill to be a fly on the wall in there and just wonder what the fuck's happening. Because truthfully,
what are we doing, guys?
I don't get it, dude. Like, it's so crazy that we're like all of these subsidiaries and studios. You have fucking ZeniMax, you have Activision Blizzard, you have all your own studios, and we can't get Perfect Dark out the fucking door.
Right.
We're struggling to get sales. Like, how? And then we come back and it's like, and you know what? I'm gonna sound like a corporate bootlicker for a second, but I'm like, if you nailed everything, if you had this vision, nailed everything, then I guess hike the price up. You guys earned it. You have nothing to show.
Yeah, Yeah, it's definitely completely uncalled for. Like, what have you been doing to earn that?
Right.
It's purely just on the merit that like hardware costs are up.
Hardware costs are up, but then they're also like, we haven't made money because all of our fucking shit is dying, so we need you to make up for it. No. The fuck?
Yeah, how about no?
I've really stood by what a lot of Phil Spencer's been doing. I do appreciate how he at least tried to get the Xbox One back on path. I think we need someone different now. And I think that's the first time I ever said that. I think it's you need to get someone different at the helm of that.
They need someone or something to change because I don't think they're going down a great path for them.
They're going down the path of just like not being a thing. And if
Right.
Xbox falls, all those people fall, and that's fucked. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, because supposedly isn't the thing that there's not going to be a next console. Technically, it's just going to be more of a like a platform.
Pretty much is. I feel
Yeah.
like this isn't like a crazy big jump. And also, side note, just to go back to way back to the beginning of this conversation, the Series S being like $400 is crazy.
No, it really is. Especially because I remember there's a time where you could get it like with $100 through
150,
Verizon. Yeah.
150 was on that, and I should have bought another one. I thought about it. I was like, I could use it for another bedroom. I don't need two. Fucking should
Yeah.
have did that. And
Yep. No, I was in the same spot.
dude, because the Series S is a nice console, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, a $3 price point for that console is actually sick. Like I actually appreciated that. It's a sweet little toy, and you get that thing for 250, $200. Oh, then 150. That's insane. And I mentioned this too that
40 of that's in the controller.
yeah, dude. When we started doing esports stuff a few years back, we got a grant. I always I was in a call with two other coaches, and I was too fresh. I was too new to the team, so I got outvoted. And I was like, they were like buying consoles, and they were like, "What should we get?" I was like, "All right, guys, just buy like we have money. We get $7,000 on consoles on PS5s. Just get like 4 or 5 Series S's. They'll all be digital. That's fine, but we'll just make that work." And they're like, "No, let's get PS5s." I'm like, and I'm like, I don't know. Years later, I never, because one of them still works with me. I'm like, I was right. Because guess what? For Street Fighter, I bring my own fucking Series S in. I have my own Series S is the one being used in the classroom for that right now. So like, could have had just 4 or 5 of those right there. Super small, very portable. Just plug them in, done. Because I fuck with the Series S. Like I obviously I play my Series X, but like the the Series S is a really good console personally.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a great little device there, but $400, fuck off. Absolutely not. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, not
Eat
for digital. Yeah,
dicks on that end. Oh my god. I do see Costco's are clearancing them out, so I might have to peek at Costco and see if
no.
they're going. I'm pretty sure they're gone. But I don't know, dude. I can go on forever about this because I just genuinely don't understand how everything's been fumbled. Like I need someone to do an expose, like behind the scenes thing of like what's been going on with all that whole thing. Because
Yeah, where's the Jason Schreier like report on it?
Jason Schreier needs to like write a whole ass book, like double size book for all this stuff, because it is so bizarre to me that this is going on. I don't know. Makes no sense to me. The more I look at it, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't understand how you fumble such a easy bag.
It just. And I'm gonna say this again, just like I have to every single time I talk about this company. Nintendo gave you your best advertising for one of your old ass IPs that you had dormant forever.
Yep.
How the fuck do you not do something about that tomorrow?
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Like, great, you guys got him in the game. You've heard like if Nintendo comes to you, it's like it's kind of how some people feel about Weird Al. Like if like oh Weird Al parodies me, I feel like I made it. If Nintendo comes to you, ask for your character. That's why they were able to get fucking Cloud and Sephiroth in Smash, and fucking PlayStation All Stars couldn't. Right? Like if Nintendo comes to you for your character in Super Smash Brothers, you're like, oh, this is a big deal.
Right.
If Nintendo came to you guys and you were developing that character, you should have been like on that fucking like meeting table with all of your developers saying, someone start this up now, release something almost alongside that DLC. Because people are gonna be looking at, hey, who's this character? Oh, their last game was in 2008. And it wasn't even the last game really, right? It really was a rebranded game with their names on it. So like their last game was in 2001.
Yeah, the whole thing is too. It's like they were just kind of fine with pointing people to the rare replay and just being like, "Yep, that's where to play it."
And
Yep,
that's so
go
fucking
here.
stupid.
Yeah,
Astrobot took all your money.
like literally set like a blueprint.
That's what it should have been, dude.
Yeah,
It should have been a cute platformer, and you have 14,000 IPs to work with now. A cute platformer that they just go around different worlds of different characters like that. Or Conquer. I've always said that too. Make Conquer the fucking parody character. He talks shit on you guys. That's funny. Everyone would like get and laugh at like, hey, look at this dumb looking grunt over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. Do something. It's so easy. And yeah, losing that with Nintendo, you see how crazy that stuff is. Like, Smash is crazy. So like if you have that, that's just free advertising they gave you. And you did nothing.
yeah. No, it was a very easy layup.
But fuck it. Remaster Gears of War 1 twice.
Yeah, no, keep doing it.
Like we can do one more, right? And I don't get that either. You know what? That makes it. Why is that a trend with Microsoft? We remade Halo 1. We're rebooting Halo 1. Why? You know what would have been better? Shut the fuck up for like 2 years. Just make Halo 3 remastered. But you know what? No one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
Because you guys could have used that in 2017.
yeah, exactly. This is something that could have been released like a few years ago, like before Halo Infinite, and been fine.
I am shocked it didn't do something for Halo 3.
Yeah, it really does feel like the redhead stepchild of the series, doesn't it?
Which it
just
should
kinda
not be.
Constantly gets overlooked. Yeah,
In what world should that have been? And I say as
Yeah,
someone
no.
that was like not into Halo 3 as much as 2, but I'm well aware of how much of a fucking juggernaut 3 was.
Yeah, no, they kind of all three deserve to be held as like a trinity of games, but they're just all kind of like one's clearly the favorite, and two should be held in a higher regard, but it's just kind of like I don't know, gets tacked on stuff every once in a while, and three just what's three?
I love 1. 1's the worst of the 3, like just being objective, right? Like
Yeah.
story wise, I fuck with it more than like others, sure. But like gameplay wise and stuff like that, it has been out aged. 2, I always love 2. I always have that soft spot for 2. But like how 3, like I do not know what the fuck were you guys doing. There should have been a 10th anniversary of Halo 3.
Yep.
And that could have been like one of your saving graces before you guys get fucked off on this way, you know? Like 2017 was definitely enough of a time that they could have reverted the ship back and like not saved it. It was fucked. The second you said $500 on Xbox One and do that whole thing, you fucked yourself just forever. Like, it's cataclysmic how much you fucked yourself there.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're like how much like Microsoft doesn't like hold some of their IPs in like esteem. Like I'm surprised like you said for Halo 3, like there should have been like 10th anniversary, blah blah blah, something going on there. Halo's one of those IPs that you could do like a concert series for. Like why was there not like a Halo 3 like 10th anniversary like concert series?
Bro, they make
them
them for Nier, that niche ass fucking franchise, and people go to that. I wanted 2.
Right.
You telling me that you couldn't like do a really fucking fun Halo thing? Like, brother, Breaking Benjamin brings out Master Chief every once in a while on their fucking concerts. How do you guys not do shit?
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. I think 343 was making 343 was the worst fucking decision for them in that IP department.
Oh yeah.
It is the worst decision. What the fuck happened there? I don't know. And then making that series,
It's like no one knows what Halo is anymore or what to do with it.
no. And how the fuck do you not know what to do with it? Like, you guys lost Bungie, and like apparently that went all out the door with that. But like, Jesus, Bungie leaving Halo really feels like that couple that broke up, but just both of them just started doing drugs.
Yeah, it did just kind of like rip the soul out of it. It's just like, all right, we'll leave you with the husk, the bare bones, and they just had no idea what to do with it.
But then Bungie's off and doing their own fuck shit now too. Like,
Right.
it's like you guys. I wonder if they look back at pictures like Wolverine, like looking back at the pictures of each other, it's just like,
Just a picture of Master Chief.
yeah, because like, geez, like, damn, you guys, and hit it off with Reach. Like, Reach was a fantastic send off too, but like, and then again, 2017, yeah, things were fucked, but like, a 10th anniversary of that coming out. I think I want to say the series or the One X was out that time.
I think so.
So that could have been a fantastic way of showing off the One X.
Oh yeah, no, that makes too much sense.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I am always flabbergasted. I can just ramble on forever about this because I don't get it. I do not. How you fumble such a ball from like the 360, which even though it's 360, I was petering off a little bit. Even though I got third place, you did damage to PlayStation that one. Like, you got like it did so much in that span. And I think Phil Spencer mentioned this. I forget who did. But truthfully, it was losing that PS4 Xbox One start set the tone forever, because that's when your digital purchases really started mattering.
Oh yeah.
And it's like not like back then, where hopping from the 64 to the PS2 to the Xbox 360 didn't really matter. Like, whatever. But you're not gonna swap from PS5 to Xbox Series because that your games are on PS5.
Right, you're starting to build like that digital footprint,
Yeah.
that digital library. It's kind of like the whole thing with iTunes, like why there are people that are still fucking with Apple and still with iTunes, just because they have gigabytes upon gigabytes of stuff that they've been buying for the past few decades now.
Yeah, you're tied to it, even if you want to. And I thought about it at one point. There was like one point, I don't know, 10, maybe around 10 years ago, maybe a little more, that I was like, I wonder if I should try an Android phone. And I was like, yeah, but I already have all my apps on here. Like, why am I gonna hop ship on that? And it's like, yeah, that one did it, because once everyone started like acquiring all their digital stuff, it's like, yeah, there's no need.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else just started falling off, and it's like, I don't understand how you guys lost it. You guys had Minecraft was a 360 exclusive for a while.
Right.
Halo
couldn't play it.
and Gears were huge. I don't get it. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I've always tried to like say like it's coming, right? Like, I always felt like I always said that. I was like, I feel the impending just onslaught of games Microsoft has, because you have 13 studios. They have to be making something. 5-6 years later, we're just seeing like just start of like a game, which means that like what, funding compulsion games for 12 years gets you 2 games that don't sell.
Right.
They're gonna be on your streaming platform. Okay. It's not like Netflix, like it's a production, like pay for production, move on, then a new production pops up. It's, you're paying for the studio, paying for the blueprints, you're paying for all this. You're coming on TED Talk. I don't know where you are with your history of Xbox, but like, I feel like I've been defending them a long time on that end, and it sucks because like I love Xbox. Series X is still like my main platform. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've been a defender of like Game Pass in particular, because I like you can see like what they're wanting to do, but for some reason they just never like can deliver on it. It's like, okay, I see they're
See the
trying
vision.
to, I see the vision, I see what they're aiming to do, but for some reason, somehow, some way, they just keep fucking it up. Like it's either them like directly not supervising these studios, or like I don't understand it.
I don't get it, dude. I genuinely
Yeah.
don't. And it's like, I wish. I wish someone just have just straight up just talk about it, right? Like they can never do that. But I really wish someone would just fucking just out it, because I feel like I suppose Phil Spencer has had some like, what do you call it? He's had some very open talks about stuff, but just it's always never gonna come to that. It's just like he's not
Right.
gonna ever just say like, yeah, here's where we fucked up royally. It's just, yeah, we fucked up. How did you not see stuff like Redfall happening? How did you not see stuff like Master Chief Collection happening? How do you not like plan for this?
Right. Has there no contingency plans in place?
Nope. And there's really none. And yeah, like I said, I've always appreciated Phil Spencer. I've liked his charisma. I've liked his presence on stage, and I feel like I know he's a gamer. You know, I appreciate that, but I just don't think he's fit for this. I think it's just too much. Either you got to reform or something, and you got to keep him on a smaller role, or I think it's time to get someone else out there. And I know he's probably on
Right.
the way of retirement. They've kind of been hinting a little bit at that, but I mean, think of it this way: like Jim Ryan they kicked his ass out.
Right. Yeah, he got ran out of town.
And granted, he fucked some things up, but I mean, Don Matrix fucked things up, and like Phil Spencer, sure, he's a great guy, but man, dude, I think it's over, brother. So,
Rose washed.
skill issue.
Skill diff.
IGN also posted, I'm getting bored of every PlayStation game telling the same story.
Yeah. I was talking about that the other day too. It's all like familiar bonds. Oh, someone over at PlayStation Studios has fucking daddy issues. Get over
I,
it.
I've been saying this shit forever. It's always like third person action adventure games. It's like that picture of The Rock. It's like, hey, can you guess which movie The Rock's in? Is it wearing the same kind of
Right.
shirt in jungle? It's like, guess which game this is from? It's all like the same look and stuff. People want to defend that too. I'm like, no, I think PlayStation has a lot of very, very similar thematic elements in their stories.
Yep.
And I do also agree that
100%.
it's kind of like you and the dog thing. I think the family stuff is a very low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, people want to protect this daughter figure, this son figure. I believe that. Yeah. Okay. I see that Bloomberg article now with the
Yeah.
300 million in sales.
Yeah, there's a few of them on it, so I think it might be reputable, hopefully.
That's so insane to me.
No joke.
Xbox gave up 30 million in sales of Call of Duty on console and PC last year, according to one of the former employees who asked not to be identified. Game Pass has delivered explosive growth. Microsoft has paid post Activision, and they're realizing that their infrastructure costs don't align with the pricing model. They want 100 million subscribers by 2030. That page was timing out when you were trying to cancel it. You see that?
Yeah.
That's insane. I love Game Pass. I think it's got some really cool. It's always had some really cool stuff, right? I think like stuff like Expedition 33 blew up because of that. But
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of room for stuff to blow up, but I feel like it's more hit and miss. It's more miss than it is hit. And it's very hit or miss.
right. All right. Well, that's my rambling. I don't know if there's anything you want to add on any of this.
Nah.
Shit sucks.
Nope. Shit sucks. They just keep fucking up somehow, some way. But they made a fool out of me too many times.
If you can go in there and let's say Kells is now Phil Spencer. 3 things you do out the gate.
Man, that's so rough because I don't even know.
I know the
like,
first thing
what
you
would
said.
do to,
The first thing you said is get WoW on the console. Fucking idiots.
yeah, get WoW on the consoles, dummies. And I don't know. Part of me is like so lackadaisical about it because like, what the fuck do you do at this point to bring it all back? Because I mean, like, of course, I'd want Banjo back. Do like some kind of small scale platformer, like an Astrobot, something there, like something that's gonna be like awards baity kind of, but also like kind of easy to do. Just give it to a studio, give them time to cook it, but don't. But also, I guess like hover over them and make sure they get it done. Don't give them 7 years to do it.
Right.
I don't know. What about you?
I think
Adrian Spencer.
WoW on console is also smart. Like, yeah, get a subscription on it and make it Game Pass. Cool. Value. I think restructure the I think create teams of leads at each like division and monitor what do you call it? Target deadlines, right? Like you need to hit certain project deadlines to keep matching certain things like that too. I think offer incentives if they want to pick up certain IPs. I think David threw that idea once. I like that, where it's like, hey, we have this IP that's been dead. If you want to bump into this, we'll give you an extra couple $1 million on this budget that we're gonna have here, or something like that out the gate.
Yeah.
I think give incentive bonuses on smaller projects. I think they need to be flooding with smaller projects, honestly, because it's gonna be harder to deny Game Pass as a service if you're getting a slew of just new stuff. Like South of Midnight was cool. If we had South of Midnight like every 2 or 3 months, that's fantastic. And even reel back the scope of South of Midnight. Make South of Midnight maybe like 33% smaller, and then just go off with those kind of budget tiles, right? You want to make AA games the thing there, right? Because Expedition 33 is a AAA game hiding in a AA package.
For sure.
You want those. Like I am looking at the statistics of those games. I'm chasing the data of the games that are popping off, and you're offering incentives to make those things. I think you do double down a bit more on the microtransactional side of stuff like Call of Duty. Not like make everything more egregious, but just maybe more add some value and take away like timed battle passes and make it more like something you could keep stacking on for some reason. Like maybe buy 3 battle passes, you get in another bonus thing here or something, give incentives to keep stacking on those. But you want to flood Game Pass with more smaller titles, more 3 to 6 hour titles. That's kind of like the length of a movie that you kind of want to play, right? Like,
right.
Give me like a movie, like give me a good ass movie to watch essentially every couple months, and give me a reason to keep remembering, like, oh yeah, that's on here. Oh yeah, I have that. Pop it on your screen there. You have way too long in between deadlines on here, and I think it's because you're giving these smaller studios, you're letting all these studios dream big, which is fantastic, but they need to reel the scope in. Like that's the biggest thing, and that's I think Jason Schreier on his first novel is Blood, Sweat, and Pixels is like that's the big thing is scope. That all these studios fall on that. So incentives for smaller projects, incentives for picking up IPs, milestones. You got to hit those milestones. I think you got to eat the cost of consoles. Unfortunately, if you're charging $650 for a Series X, $400 for a Series S, you're not increasing Game Pass sales.
No.
Like that's egregious. Sure. Triple down on your streaming. I don't like streaming, but I know students that do apparently. They love streaming and stuff, honestly. Um, so triple down on ways they could do that, but you need to get consoles out there. You need to have a shelf presence on this on retail to keep Game Pass going. I think you need to harbor goodwill, so you need to bring back physical presentations of your games. Again, I think having that shelf space looks nice and people remember that game. So hey, South of Midnight, I don't keep using that because I just know it right there. South of Midnight, that game looks cool. It's on Walmart's shelf right there. Oh, cool, but I can play on Game Pass too. So it's kind of like a win-win on that end too. Maybe with each game that you sell with those, include a month of Game Pass in there. Cool. Like
Right. Like I remember back whenever we used to get like 2 weeks of online with
whatever
game
happened to
we
that?
wanted. Yeah.
That shit was great. I mean, yeah, you didn't need it because right, usually you had at that point, but I mean that's kind of the point though. And I think make these physical editions a special edition, essentially, kind of like what A24 kind of does with some of their movies, right? Like they don't just put out
Right.
Blu-rays; they put out like a special edition of their Blu-ray, a little bit of extra goodies, like stuff like, hey, thanks for supporting our game. This is if you want to support the developers. Here's that, and then hey, also here's Game Pass and advertises. Hey, give it to a friend. Something like that. Pass it around to someone. Call like whatever you want to call it that way. Push
Yeah,
Game
share
Pass
code.
out that way. Yeah, share code, whatever. Pass it out that way. Like you need to get it on the shelves, but you need to get it out there too. Because now what sucks is whenever you go to stores, all you see are PlayStation, and Nintendo now. Xbox is like this much of a fraction in store shelves now. Guess what people don't think about now is your console, because your console has no presence anywhere. Even though I get that retail is like dying in that sort of sense, it needs to still be alive.
Yeah, I went and hit up a Best Buy the other day trying to find Silent Hill, and it's very sad.
Sad Hill. Yeah, retail presence I get is dying on that end too, but like it does have its moments. Whether or not, like, yeah, you're gonna be eating that again, but again, it's advertising in a way. You need to get that out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if it's got to be a specialty thing, like again, A24 does not need to put out Blu-rays in that way or do that, but they have those parts in Barnes and Noble that, like the Criterion Collection, pops off twice a year every time because people buy a
Right.
fuck ton of fucking Blu-rays, right? People come in and sink $500, $600 on Blu-rays twice a year. Do that shit, dude. Yes, I get that it's dropping the buck compared to digital, but do that shit, dude. That's how you're gonna get people. And just show love to your fucking IP, dude.
Yeah, act like you care.
Give a
Act
shit.
like you care about it.
Give a shit, dude. I give a shit about Halo more than you guys. That's unfortunate because, like, I don't even think about Halo that much anymore, and it's such a bummer, dude. Halo was like my identity growing up, and it's like it's really not anymore.
Yeah, now there's like nothing to be proud of at all, really. It's like, yep, this is like I said, it's all nostalgia now.
It is, because I remember watching that Halo 2 documentary when it was coming out, getting myself hyped up for it, and I remember getting like almost teary-eyed when they were just showing that montage of just like of walking up to launch right at the countdown, and it was like I forget what late night show they were doing, and it was like they showed the person, he was like playing Halo 2, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, this game just came out. It's like, show love to your fucking IP for that, dude. There should be stuff going on. I feel like
Right.
these games happen. I just don't even realize it happens half the time.
Yep. Definitely agree.
I think those are stuff you got to work on. And I don't know. Honestly, it's like PlayStation really hit it home with Astrobot, showing love to its console, right? Showing love to everything it had to do it. And I appreciated that it did that. Like I've never been the biggest PlayStation person, but going through that felt like a labor of love from them. Like they really cared about every little thing, every detail in there. It felt really nice.
Definitely.
Anyway, Xbox is dead though. They're not gonna listen. They get paid more than me, so that means they're smarter than me.
Yeah, they're all getting a golden parachute. I just kind of feel bad for the studios that are just kind of like, well, are we still making games? But they'll figure it out too. I don't know. Maybe they've been hoarding money after taking Xbox or Microsoft for all they all they have.
I forgot this. The series, the 2 TB Galaxy Series X is $800.
Sheesh. All right. Any
Wait.
more news?
Okay, hold on. The 1 TB Series S is $450. That's crazy, dude. Nah, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
That's asinine. Anyway, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Later, nerds. I'm playing Fortnite. I'm gonna go get my Murdoch skin. Even though Murdoch's a
Ooh,
very
yeah.
Murdoch's a very problematic person. But it's very funny seeing even he supports Palestine. You're like, man, if Murdoch's on your side, you know that something's fucked.
Right. Yeah. The who he's against, they have to be really bad.
Yeah. If he says he doesn't like you, it's like, Jesus Christ, brother.
Yeah. What they do.
Oh, nice. So Metallica's coming to Fortnite Festival this weekend.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I didn't know if it was true or not.
Oh, hey, hold on. I guess before we leave, I guess the one person on the IGN podcast for Xbox said how I'd fix the Xbox Game Pass pricing problem. Offer 4 day one games per year, one per quarter, of the user's choice on the $15 tier. This way people could choose a few of the 75 plus day one games from Ultimate, then just buy the other big game releases they've used under their 4. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's cool. It's a little too in the weeds. They know more about Game Pass than I do, so they're like, I'd offer one every quarter to 55% of the player base. Like, sure, give people more. I don't care. That sounds cool to me.
Yeah. I'm I could see that kind of working maybe. Like pick one of these games to. It's almost like the Amazon. I don't know if you have Amazon Prime with the free reads or whatever it gives you every month.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, hey, here's 8 games. Which one do you want to keep? Something like that.
Right, that'd be cool.
I can see that working. All right. Yep, I think that's it. I bitched. But is something gonna happen about it? Probably not. No, of course not, actually. Why would it?
Yeah. Nah, who cares?
Halo's a dead
They're,
franchise.
Yeah, they all seem to be ready to just let it die, so rip Bozo.
R.I.P. L-Dan's on your grave.
Yeah. Loser.
Oh man. Anyway, that was Blue Rupees. If Dave was here, he'd be talking so much shit. So we talked shit for him.
Yeah. Just imagine it.
Yeah. I'll ask him next week what he thinks, and he'll just go, I don't give a fuck.
Or
All
he'll
right.
rant about it and we'll let him go on.
Yeah, we'll let him host. All right. That was the podcast. Next week we'll have David's rant again. Stay tuned.
He'll be here and he'll
dab and he'll say something, fuck the police or something like that. You know.
right, and then we'll have to get rid of that episode too.
We're gonna uncover dark secrets. Where David's second life.
Maybe his third, who knows? We'll go deep.
Now it's his childhood we uncover. All right. Stream. Adios.
Yeah.